and welcome to Jewellery Maker. It's lovely to have your company. I'm Vicky and I'm going to be with you all the way through for 4 whole hours of incredible Saturday jewellery making. Now, our Saturdays are renowned here at Jewellery Maker to be full of incredibleness. And that is now a word, incredibleness. We have got for you one of the most awesome lineups of gemstones, of incredible kits, of magnificent looks, of really collectible gemstones as well. I would suggest today, if you are a jewellery maker, you're about to transform yourself into a jewellery maker and a gem collector today. This is a really exciting show. For anybody who's looking to diversify into something perhaps you've never experienced before in terms of working with gemstones of some of the highest grade, of some of the rarest qualities, we have got a show that is going to tickle your fancy. We have got somebody who definitely tickles our fancy, the gorgeous Hannah Osborne.
Thank you very much.
Are you ready to tickle?
Oh yes, absolutely.
You were born ready.
I was born ready.
We have got a brilliant show, and I have to say that the kits,
they're absolutely stunning this time, aren't they? You know, they're all lovely, but I feel lucky today.
This is, I mean, seriously, every one of them rocks out. Every one of them.
Completely.
I have got some limited edition kits. I'm going to say to you, some of them are limited quantity kits, but that's because of the gemstones that have been put inside them. I have to tell you, we're talking high-end strands on the kits today. Some delicious colours, some really like fresh colours that, you know, are going to work really nice for your autumn and winter, but really going to transform into something totally different for spring and summer as well.
I think that's it. It transcends seasons, but and you could either mix it with darker colours for the autumn winter, or you can leave them just fresh and have them like summertime. They're just,
it's going to be a good show.
Got to get them.
You got to, and I think like the simple fact is, I mean, you probably have already just got a little bit of a sneaky peek of one of Hannah's kits, and certainly one of Tom. Give a sneaky peek. Tom's going to give you a little sneaky peek of the first kit that I've got for you today. Take a look at this. Isn't that just gorgeous? If you love citrine, you're going to be so thrilled with us today. That is in a kit, and it's going to be a magnificent kit at that. Got something very special to match alongside it. Within the show, I've also got golden rutile quartz for you. Just check that out to work alongside the citrine kit. This is an essential, absolutely delightful strand. One of our ultimate strands of collector's choice at the moment. Not just here on our channel at Jewellery Maker, but on our sister channels, Gems TV and Gems TV Extra. I mean, quite simply, these are star-buy gemstones. This is the ultimate look for many a collector at the moment. Unique and individual and just delightful. That's coming your way within the show. Also coming up within the show, take a look at this kit. Oh yay, we are talking the pastel femininity with the crispness of candy sweets colours coming through. This is one of those kits that the moment you see it, I mean literally the moment I walked into the studio and saw this kit, I just had the beaming smile of going, yes! That is a kit that I just know you are going to adore, and you will not believe the price point that I've got for you on that one. It is an awesome price tag when you look at the ingredients you're getting. Do you want me to show you just one other thing? I kind of want to show you 2 things, but I'm going to show you just one for now. I'm going to show you one of our Collector's Choice offers today. Collector's Choice opportunity. Would you like to own Tsavorite garnet? If the answer is yes, if you are a collector, not just a jewellery maker, but a collector, then this is gonna be the offer for you. Tsavorite garnet, one of the rarest stones to source right now. It is a stone that literally is in sporadic supply, and because of that we really are taking delight in the offer that we have lined up for you. Tsavorite garnet, collector's alert, gemstone lovers out there, this is the strand for you, and an offer of all offers to look forward to. I told you it was going to be a good show. I told you tuned in for the right type of show that is full of great techniques, full of great gemstones, and full of amazing offers. Shall I begin as I mean to go on? Yes, I shall. I begin like this. Your early bird special this morning. Oh, look at the quality of these strands. Absolutely exceptional qualities. I mean, you've got the warmth of colour coming from these beautiful, rich, burning embers of red agate. Your twisted ovals are so intense, so dramatic. One of the loveliest things about this gemstone is that if I just take my hand away, there's a sense of transparency that really does create like a flickering flame effect through the stone. Can you see that? Oh, you can't miss it, can you? See what I mean? Like that flickering flame because of that beautiful transparency. The quality of the stone really does ooze with intense colour. Absolutely glorious. Coming your way, but not just yet. 200 carats of your red agate in your twisted ovals. Delightful strand, but matched equally by the impact of this gorgeous, gorgeous coloured, multicolour cracked agate, faceted around 12 millimetres you're looking at here. And I tell you what, if you're looking for fruitiness today, oh, we're feeling fruity. You've got there the colours of apple greens, you've got there some beautiful shades of plum purples, you've then got some gorgeous gooseberry tones coming through there. I mean, literally a spectrum of colour all the way through this. You've got something exciting, raspberry pinks against a backdrop of those gorgeous rich tones, a variety. I mean, I've got cherry reds there as well. Look at that, what a gorgeous colour. Beautiful strand, yours for 340 carats. 340 carats in that strand. So in total, over 500 carats of genuine gemstones. We are part of the Genuine Gemstone Company here at Jewellery Maker. So everything that we present to you, it's the real deal, and that makes the difference. If you're making jewellery, you're getting real high status quality. And that's exactly what you're seeing here. Quality, quality, quality. And quality counts when it comes to beautiful looks like this. For beautiful strands, you're going to get great looking jewellery, and you're going to get this 2-strand offer for a ridiculous early bird special of £9.95. We have just taken over 500 carats of feature grade gemstones under £10. That is the kind of early bird special I take pride in offering you. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. Of course, it's one postage and packing for the whole day. Excuse me. UK page is £2.95, and of course the good news is we've got a brand new warehouse. It is about 5 times the size of the warehouse that we've had. That means you've got 5 times more the chance of us getting you something that you've never seen before in stock. We've got something really exciting lined up coming up to Christmas, and we are taking delight in our brand new warehouse is going to hold so many more offers for you. It does mean though that with your postage and packing, you can only source from us on that single P&P. So for £2.95, buy as many times as you like on our channel only. An amazing chance to really, really enjoy our opportunities of quality. An amazing £9.95, less than a fiver. Less than a fiver a strand. If I just put this against my neckline, if I just show you this in action and said to you, one feature necklace, genuine gemstones for less than £5, I can tell you categorically If you go to your jewellery shops, as in like your accessory shops, and you took a £5 in, you would not expect to get genuine gemstones, let alone a feature necklace for less than a £5. I know that because I tried to do it the other day, just under my own, like, you know, bit of research. I've got a £5, what can I get for that £5? I tell you what, I know that I couldn't find anything like this in an accessory shop because these are genuine gemstones. And I certainly know if I go to a jeweller's shop that my experiences of jeweller's shops, under a £5, I don't know what you'd take away other than the carrier bag. £9.95 is all you pay for this 2-strand offer. Exquisite opportunity. Of course, the numbers at the screen there, if you want to dial it, is a free phone number from a BT landline. You can join us on the web if you prefer at www.jewellerymaker.com. There's a bit of a queue, so please do hold the lines, around about a minute and a half on those phone lines, but that's just because it's such a great offer. Lots of people making the most of it. And of course, the good news is this is just the way we begin the show, and we've got so many more offers. As I say, if you're a collector of gemstones, or perhaps you don't expect yourself to be a collector of gemstones, we're about to give you the chance to be with those amazing Tsavorite garnets. And I'm just going to drop into the conversation right now. I've also got Russian chrome dioxide coming your way today as well. I know. I must have done really good yesterday because I've been blessed with lots of amazing strands to bring you today. I think I've been rewarded.
It was a good show yesterday.
Wasn't
Great
it?
fun, really good fun, yeah.
A laugh we had. What a laugh. It was brilliant.
It was, and I loved all the costumes as well. I like the fact they really go for it when you do the themes.
Well, I just have to say it, right? My mum missed the show yesterday, right? She only caught like one tiny bit of it. She just busy people, you know what I mean? And she didn't get to get. So I have to say a big shout out to my mum today, who's probably tuned in now because she's off work. And I have to say a big thank you to my mum for all of the costumes. For every retro show that we've done so far, my mum has been the great provider, hasn't she? Tom's giving the nod.
Yeah.
Tom gives the thumbs up to my mum. There you go. So big shout out to my mum. Somebody did ask yesterday, was my mum Mary Poppins with a bag full of clothes that she just keeps on pulling out?
Must be.
I think she might be. We decided we think we're going to do the 80s next month.
Fantastic.
Yeah, 80s, a bit of Madonna, a little bit of, you know, yeah, big hair, we're going for it. So we're going to go 80s. I did take on board that everybody wants to do steampunk, right? But it's going to take me probably about 3 or 4 months to get that sorted because that's really hard to you know, sort out for the set and to get all the costumes sorted. It'll take me a little bit of time to get that one organised. But the 80s I figured we could do fairly simply.
Easily,
you know,
yeah,
if
no
that's
problem.
The one I know I can rise to the challenge for next month. So 80s it is next month, and that's something to look forward to. £9.95 is all you pay for less than a £5. Still got people holding on those lines for that offer, so thank you very much for your patience. And of course, don't forget, if you'd rather go on the website, you could do so with one single click. But once you press that click, you've got to make sure that you go to your checkout and check out, because if you don't do that, I can't guarantee that these are going to be yours, okay? So I've got to say that, and I'll repeat it throughout the show. You've got to make sure the moment you put something in your basket, then check it out straight away so you know that you're guaranteed that you've got it. Congratulations on that one. Nice way to start the show, but I've got plenty more to look forward to. I have just mentioned Russian dioxide. I'll give you a sneaky peek of it. Russian chrome dioxide. Wow. An amazing gemstone. This is totally natural. This gemstone comes from the ground as you see it. It's an extraordinary stone. It's literally on my top 5 of stones. I can't tell you how enchanted I am by it, and it's a privilege to know I've got the chance to offer this to you. I will tell you now though, this is a very limited edition offer, very limited edition. It's going to come in probably the next hour or so, but a very limited opportunity. I'd like to say I've got lots, but I don't. Simple facts are, what I have got is just a delight to present so do keep watching for that. This is gonna be a challenge today that I know you're going to love.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. Yeah. You are really gonna like this because I know that you like working with detail and textures.
I do, absolutely.
And shapes. And this really does tick all the boxes.
Fab. Sounds great to me.
I know, I've sold it to you already.
Yeah?
Yeah, exactly. I've convinced her. Brilliant. Just have a look at this magnificent offer that we have got. Now for me, this combination is so beautiful. I love it. It's got a real sense of almost a nude-esque qualities, and nude colours are still very much the look of the season. You know, they're very in. Bright colours are very, very strong at the moment. You know, deep purples like you're wearing today, Hannah,
Yes,
but also, you know, bright oranges and things like that. That's coming through, but there's still that undertone of just stick with the nude, stick with the very delicate colours. You know, stick with your pastels and you won't go far wrong, really, with coming up into the next season. And this combination of colours and textures, it just gives you that real sense of nude-esque flesh type qualities. You've got this beautiful rosewood. These are plain rondelles. I love it. It's so interesting, the rosewood, because of course you get the grains of the wood, but it has that lovely pink hue to it. Really lovely. I mean, for those of you who love like the macrame-esque qualities of your jewellery, you've got that lightness to touch and to the weight, but you've got that beautiful, intricate detail to the actual surface. Gorgeous, gorgeous look. So you've got your rosewood plain rondelles. They are 12 by 6 millimetre with a good size hole. You've got there a 4mm hole, so really nice size, good for your cord, good for your ribbon and stuff. So that's quite good, isn't it, to have that versatility. So that's strand number 1, but we're also, I like this stone as well, you see. I don't know, there's not many stones that I don't like. I can't think of any that I can't appreciate. This is rhodonite. And this is a stone that has rose-like qualities. Now, rhodon in Greek means rose, and you have that real rose quality to this, almost like a blush tone that you get to this gem. Absolutely glorious. Have you, Claire? Claire, my director's just said she's made a bracelet out of this, this stone.
It's not got, she's got it with her.
You made a stretchy bracelet? Absolutely. The nice thing is that this is the type of stone that really lends itself to that simplicity, doesn't it?
It takes on the different colours as well, because you've got sort of like a slate coloured dress, and like you can pick out the darker colours, but against your skin it picks out the flesh colours. It just,
but that's the lovely thing
changes,
about, like,
doesn't it?
When you've got like a genuine gemstone that has different shades of tone, it's always interesting when you put another colour beside it. It does feel like it transforms.
It does.
Bea and I were talking about that just the other day, and when we were, because obviously Bea's very much artist, and so she sees things in a very different way, and I always find it fascinating. Bea's one of our guest designers. If you don't know Bea, tune in when she's on, because she's like just a pure artist, and her jewellery really reflects her artistry. And the nicest thing about it is that her colour palette is really, really refined. And I always find it fascinating to when you look at gemstones, if you literally place another colour against them, because they are genuine gemstones, they have so much more almost potential to ooze and reap the rewards of different variants of colours and textures, and
bring out the best in each other, don't they?
They really do. That's exactly it. A bit like salt and pepper, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, bring out the best in each other. You've got there that gorgeous puffy coin design. These are just so simple, so simple. 187 carats, gosh, of rhodonite within these 10mm coins. Gorgeous salmon pinks, blush pinks, lovely tones. And as I say, if I just take you across the whole of these strands, you'll see for yourself the richness of colour just keeps on transferring into, it almost goes from a bottle of red wine all the way through to the lightest of salmon pinks, and then you've got all of these darker, richer tones mixed in as well. So all of those looks, and look at those together. I like that. That really works. That really works. Now that is just one offer. The challenge, as I said, doesn't stop there though. How about these? I know, they're cool, aren't they? You have here these black agate gemstone connectors. Now you're going to get 3 in a pack with this offer. 3 in a pack. Now these are the kind of things you could either use as buckles, you could use them as feature pendants. As you can see there, they're not drilled, and I'll just show you all around, they're not actually drill holed. So it means that you can wind, you can actually create something interesting in and out, or you could create something nice, perhaps some kind of wire binding work with them. You could create, and as I say, perhaps you like the idea of maybe threading through and using it as like a buckle, but a buckle for the neckline. You know, sometimes in the 1920s, they used to like knot their pearls, didn't they? Do a little bit of that. You could almost do that, but without the knot. You could create the knot as the feature, as the pendant, and then slide your strands through.
You could do it. Yeah, like a lariat almost. Yeah,
bang on, that's the word.
Yeah.
That is exactly the word.
Yeah.
Thanks, Hannah. That would be nice though, wouldn't it, if you had that kind of, you know, that would be the focal point. So there's lots of dynamics. I mean, these are the kind of things that once you start looking at, you go, wow, oh, there's so much more potential than what you think. Oh, I could do this, I could do that. I mean, you could make yourself one feature foundation to a ring. I mean, it could be a show-stopping size cocktail ring, and that could be the foundation of it. You know what I mean? And then start building on top and creating
really dramatic,
nice, wouldn't it be? And I mean, I was over on our sister channel, Gems TV Extra, last night, and I was presenting some stonking size rings, you know, massive feature size rings. And actually I was thinking to myself, that's the look of the moment. If you watch any channel on any, you know, any celebrity program, there's always the girl celebrity who's got this one stonking ring on. You know, nothing too dramatic in terms of other visuals, but sometimes just one huge feature ring. And you know, you can make something really exciting with those, couldn't you? So I'm giving lots of ideas.
I know.
And Hannah's just gone like this. Really? Really, Vicki? Really? Finally, check these out. Now I'm going to be interested in what you're going to do with these. These are beautiful. You're looking here at your rose gold plated sterling silver open jump rings. You're getting 50 of those. Now rose gold is very, very much a very strong look for the jewellery industry right now. Rose gold has really, really kicked off in the jewellery industry. Don't know whether you've noticed any of the big collectors, any of the big, you know, jewellery boutiques, but they have a very strong collector's range of rose gold, and you're going to get the chance to create something really, really exciting with these lovely open jump rings. Now, jump rings can be essentials to your jewellery making. They can also be additionals to your jewellery making. They can add some really nice, simple detail. I mean, I've got a lovely pair of earrings that Hannah's made from the first kit. But actually, I remember Hannah making a pair of earrings, and she did one drop, literally one gemstone, and then just added about 4 or 5 connectors to give that movement, and they worked so beautifully.
It's simple elegance, isn't it? It makes it look more luxurious without really putting much effort in, so works for me.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's always good for me as well, always good. And that's the thing is that these are the things where you really could use them as like chainmail. I know that the jump rings are often used as chainmail. But actually there's then a lot of other simple ways to use these that can add some great impact to your jewellery. I know that later on you've made a nice pair of earrings where you've just added those jump rings to, and it just transforms
just
the
an embellishment, isn't it? Yeah, it's a nice little extra.
It really is. So, and you keep watching, because you'll find throughout the show Hannah's used jump rings in some different ways that I think that might just inspire you to go look at something in a different way. You know, sit outside of the box and have a think about. It's not just a jump ring, it could be so much more. So, you know, you're getting here 50 rose gold, solid sterling silver open jump rings, 50 of them, 5mm in size. All of this, very complementary colours, very complementary textures. And all of these are going to come in at one price. This is Hannah's collection. $16.95 for the whole bundle, for all of this, $16.95. I mean, those are solid sterling silver findings with the rose gold finishing. Then you've got a lovely extra detail that you can add to your jewellery collection from the connectors in the black again. Then you've got your rhodonite, which is a great collector's gemstone. I mean, something totally different. You won't find rhodonite in many a high street jewellers, I'll tell you that. There's not much point in trying to do some price researching on the high street for this gemstone because it's just not around. It's just not something that they stock standardly. So it's quite nice to get something totally different to your jewellery collection, isn't it? And then, of course, you've got that rosewood to finish it all off. $16.95 for Hannah's collection, including that rhodonite, and all yours. If you would like to challenge yourself, as we're about to challenge Hannah, and get this bundle and see what you can do with it, well, I tell you what, it's going to be a good one. I can just tell this is going to be a really... I'll bring it over.
Sorry, I've been handed some. Yeah.
You've already... She's there. She's already sorted. She's already done. I have to say, the 5mm are really going to add little detail to make a big impact.
It's quite a contrast because you've got some really chunky beads and then some really sort of like delicate little extras. So it's gonna be interesting.
I'm trying to get them back in the bag.
All over the floor.
I was trying to be good and I put them back in the bag. But I didn't do too bad. I'll just leave this there. I did try though. Can't say I didn't try. Right, what are you thinking then?
Well, I've got them all in a little bag here, but I was thinking, I like the idea of putting something inside these. They're almost like picture frames, aren't they?
Oh,
so
they
make like a little
are.
something in there.
Well, that's a nice way to put it.
But because they're not drilled, that's what the challenge is, I think. Because I had an idea when I first saw you hold them up, and then you said they're not drilled. I was like, oh, okay. I'll change my plan.
Yes.
So yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Which is why I wondered if they were more, if you could use them more like a buckle.
Yeah.
Which is why,
well, I like the lariat idea.
Drill,
I don't know if I'm good enough to do the ring, but if anybody gets this, I'd love to see a ring made from it. So that would be
I'm sure
fabulous.
you are. I think you're underestimating.
I could give it a go, but yeah, it'd be nice because the contrast of you've got the wood, which is obviously quite sort of earthy for want of a more natural.
Yeah.
And then you've got the sort of the real chic sort of look at me kind of statement piece.
Yeah.
Versus really delicate rose gold, which of course is on trend. So
I love rose gold.
It's quite interesting.
I really love rose gold. At the moment, every time I found something set in rose gold, and we had a few pieces last night, and every time I looked at it just complements because it's so soft in terms of its colouring.
It's very flattering actually
really,
to wear,
that's
isn't
the
it?
word. That's exactly the word. I couldn't find the word, but it's flattering.
It is, yes.
It's so beautiful, and I'm not surprised it's really become a real feature to the collectors out there. And in particular, when you start to look at what's happening in the fashion world, and then that really does reflect in what happens in the jewellery industry. You know, flesh and nude colours. Oh.
And then rose gold.
It just is so obvious.
It's also really nice if you're into making vintage pieces, if you've got rose gold.
Absolutely.
That's another easy way of making something look
absolutely
like that.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. It'll be very interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing this.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet. It really will be kind of try a few things out and see if they work. Yeah. I might end up pulling it all apart and starting again at the last minute.
That's always good. I like
I do that a lot.
I like last minute alterations. I'm up for a challenge as well. Brilliant. That sounds good.
Looking forward to it.
Yes, it's going to be a good one, this one. I'm just going to just quickly talk to you about this. Only because it's here in front of me and I can't walk past it without just mentioning it at least 20 times. It's coming up very shortly.
Classic example of me getting carried away with something, that one.
I just have to say, this is amazing.
Thank you very much.
When you got this kit, you must have just gone, huh?
I did wonder if I'd done something right. You know, like you said earlier, you got some lovely shit. I was thinking, oh, I must be in the good book.
Yes, exactly.
Because they're all lovely. They're all really luxurious looking. So.
And the thing is that with it, you've really gone to town and created one show-stopping piece of jewellery.
Well, because it's citrine and it's the quartz, yes, but the golden rutile quartz as well. It needed to be something a bit wow, I think. Oh. So I just put it all into one set.
Absolutely.
And I just got carried away with my weaving. So.
I know, but when you see it like that, you could just imagine the simplest of outfit and just having that as your focal point. And what I love about making your own jewellery is that actually this could be the focal point for a glamorous evening event, and then you don't want to wear it again because been there, done that.
Yeah.
okay, take it apart, create a really simple bracelet, and you're off. Or go and create something different. There's so much more dynamic to one piece of jewellery than actually buying a one from the shops, because actually now you've got the chance to be able to do whatever you want for whatever outfit.
Definitely.
Take it apart
and start
all over again.
It's the joy of doing it yourself, because nobody can tell you what to do, and if you decide, you try it, you might like it for a bit, then you'll change your mind, take it apart, you've got the skills to make something else, and then everyone thinks you've got a new necklace. So.
Exactly. And with citrine in particular, it is such a wearable gemstone because it has got that universal for season to season. You know, I can imagine just wearing the simplest of like browns and tweeds coming through, which is happening around about now in the autumn fashion. I could imagine that going beautifully to add a little bit of lighter to colouring. But then sit into spring and summer, a bit of like kind of, you know, white linen, and it's going to transform again.
You could go smoky quartz with it or something for autumn, or you could go like a pale pink, maybe you know, even just a quartz would work. But yeah, I think it's a very versatile colour.
Absolutely.
And it's another one that's quite flattering as well.
Well, it's coming up, and it is going to be a real treat of an offer. That is your kit, first kit of the day. I have to just tell you, the kits today are, every one of them, mind-blowing, mind-blowingly good. She's done well, but don't tell her.
I'm a lucky girl.
Don't tell her. She's done very well. We have for you lots and lots of offers, and today we are going to be full of price focus. Right. Wow. Wow. Can I do this one now? Wow. Oh, wow. How cool is this? Oh my goodness me, these are amazing. Take a look at this incredible combination. You're looking here at this amazing light blue cracked agate frosted rounds. These are beautiful. I love them. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to say, when you get these home, you are just not going to want to stop touching them. They are so tactile. They're like a satin or a silk. No, yeah, it's satin finish. You know, really, really beautiful finish. Now, they look really like mottled, don't they? But actually, they're incredibly soft in terms of their finish. Glorious, glorious pattern that you've got there, almost like a crackled external finish, isn't it? These beautiful like veins that run across the surface, and the colour, powder blues, you've got sky blues, you've got, there's such a complement of tone. I mean, even like almost like a hint of lilacs coming through that. Lilac, lilac, beautiful colours coming through there. Lilac. I don't know, whenever I say lilac these days, I feel like I always need to go lilac, lilac, and I have absolutely no idea why. It's just something that I need to do. Then you have this gorgeous picture jasper. I mean, picture jasper is without doubt one of our big sellers within the jasper family. I mean, we've got obviously quite a few different variants of jasper. We're very lucky here at Jewellery Maker. Our vault really is full of some incredibly beautifully unique gemstones, but picture jasper is certainly one of our big sellers. 18mm puffy coins, and you've got those rustic tones and those really warm caramels against the backdrop of chocolatey tones, and all of this in one strand. So 18mm 310 carat strand that you're looking at there. And then we have something of a showstopper. These are magnificent. Just check out your feature strand. And I mean, I have to call this a feature strand because of the carat weight and because of the size. Over 700 carats of your black agate with your turquoise quartz. These are bi-pyramids. And by goodness, you like the look of these already. I've got people on the phone lines. I've already got people who are loving the quality of this magnificent strand. Absolutely gorgeous. 30 by 20 millimeter in size. So you really are looking at pendant size for each one of these. If I just surround this, if I just give this a turn around, look at this. Just gorgeous. I love that banding. That banding is just exquisite. I mean, that's genuine gemstones that you're looking at here. But if I show you that, and then if I show you this one, this will really give you that aspect of genuine gemstone formation. Now, standardly, what happens is that the host rock is the agate. That's the foundation rock. And then the crystal of the quartz almost forms on top of it. It's often what happens within gemstones. In fact, later on when I talk about Tsavorite garnet, interestingly enough, Tsavorite garnet is found like almost like a walnut within it's the nut inside the shell, and the shell is quartz. And you often have to crack open the quartz to find the Tsavorite garnet. So, you know, that's the formation of gemstones, that they often they're not separated. They're often part of a formation of crystal that you know, host rock against then the formation of the quartz, and then the two combine together to create what we've got here, that agate and quartz formation, the bi-pyramids. Absolutely amazing. Now this is called Macaw Blimey. What a bundle.
Macaw as in the bird, I think, and I heard Ed talking about it. So that's the big blue and golden coloured parrots.
Oh, I see. Macaw as in caw,
as in caw, yeah.
Oh, right. I was thinking, well, I get the caw blimey, and I was thinking, caw blimey, what a bundle. But actually, macaw because of the colour.
I think it's macaw because of the colours of them.
Sorry, that's me being really slow. I was just like that, yeah. I wasn't with that one at all there. Let me just show you the size of these in this macaw blimey. What a who came up with that name? Let me guess. Ed.
Yeah.
I bet he was dead proud of himself.
He was very chuffed with that.
Was he? I knew he would be. I could just imagine. I could imagine the production room being told to stop and everybody listened to his genius idea. Take a look at the size of these gorgeous bi-pyramids. As I say, 30 by 20. So you really are looking at the size of a feature pendant. Although I have to say, this bundle is far greater named than the one that Deanna came up with a couple of weeks ago, which was called Coils. That was it.
Just coils?
Yeah, that's it.
That's not very inventive, Deanna.
I said that I started to think about something totally other than jewellery making when I was presenting something called Coil.
Oh dear, yes.
Yes. But you don't know about that, being pregnant.
Oh,
we have got here an amazing offer. We have got here an amazing offer for you. Macaw blimey, what a bundle. You've got here a combination of your 700 carats of your black agate and turquoise quartz. You've got here, there's probably quite a lot of children going, Mummy, what does she mean by that?
What does she mean?
I don't know, child. Moving on. You've got them, your light blue cracked agate, your frosted rounds, and you've got your picture jasper, 3 strands and feature strand. Whoa! Look at the size and feature of those bi-pyramids, and yet we're still able to take this 3 bundle less than £20. Goodness me, that's good. £17.95. I mean, each 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 size pendants for that price tag. That's a ridiculous offer. Congratulations to you. Absolutely awesome opportunity. Genuine gemstones that are being absolutely blinkered in price to really just show you what we are made of. $17.95. I don't think you really expect that kind of caliber of combination to be less than £20. I mean, I certainly don't, and I've worked here for a very long time, and I don't anticipate this quality and not this size as well. You know, you're looking at over 700 carats in those bi-pyramids. You know, that's a lot of gemstone to go under £18. What an offer that is. The number's at the bottom of the screen. You know what you need to do now. It's dialing the number there, and once you've dialed, we'll process your call as fast as we possibly can. Of course, don't forget, if you do hit a queue, you just need to be patient with us. With it being a free phone number, you're not investing your pounds and your pennies with us. All you're investing is your time, and we'll process your call as fast as we can. We also have our web address, www.jewellerymaker.com, is where you can join us. Over 700 carats within that feature by pyramid formation. Your picture jasper, I mean, incredibly popular and so wearable. And then those gorgeous cracked again just to finish it all up. I mean, that is such a pretty strand. I mean, if you were just going to do maybe perhaps a little bit of macrame, some type of little detail to bind those together, or even just to give it a bit of an elastic, stretchy strand, that would be a lovely look, wouldn't it? And again, fresh, unique, different for your jewellery collection, and that's what we all want. We all want to have something different, don't we? And you've certainly got the chance for this one. An amazing look for $17.95. 30 seconds to queue, kind of on the phone lines, about 30 seconds anyway. So just be patient. As I say, we'll process your call as fast as we possibly can. $17.95. Big looks, bold, dramatic. And I don't know about you, but I don't know whether I'd put these all together, but I certainly could imagine working these as individuals. I think that this is the type of bundle where you're really perhaps looking at it as individual strands, that then you've got the chance to be able to work with. Perhaps you've already got things in your stash. Say, for example, you've got some nice black onyx and you've got that gorgeous look, and then perhaps you've got some nice smoky quartz to go with the picture jasper, and then perhaps you've got some nice aragonite to go with the crack. You know, you've already got things in your bundle. Maybe you've got one of the bead scoops yesterday. Hannah, did you hear about the bead scoops?
I didn't know. What happened there?
We had the biggest quantity of bead scoops that we've ever had.
Oh, wow.
And they sold out within, well, to be honest, they broke our system, right? They broke our system because everybody...
Crash the system.
Crash the system, crash the system. Oh, yeah. Oh. I think I crashed the system about 4 times yesterday.
Oh, fantastic. We love it.
I cracked the system. Not the system. I cracked the system. But I was thinking catch the pigeon as well. Catch the pigeon.
I think that was the tune I went with.
It was, yes,
yeah.
I like it. $17.95. Anybody who doesn't know that, you're too young, and I'm not going to tell you about it. $17.95 is all you pay. $17.95. I mean, you're too young, as in you're too young to know it, and I'm not going to invest my time if you're that young. How very dare you be so young. I feel really old at the moment, but that's because, right? Oh, you guys know about Catch the Pigeon.
Oh, we're not as old as we think we are.
No,
then.
we're not. I think at the moment I feel quite old because there's quite a lot of new presenters taking, you know, because we've got quite a lot of new presenters in the studios. And I have to tell you, I just keep on going, oh yeah, I'm like, I feel my age now, and not, you know, I know I'm not really old, but I'm older than I want to be. Can claw back the years, slowly but surely. Does that happen? Do I get to a certain point where I can kind of
start going backwards?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. But then it's like you were talking about your nana earlier. It's like, I think it's at that point.
That point where I can just claw back the years. Absolutely. Bless me, Nan. All right, love. I have got coming your way. Check it out. Oh, just magnificence. Truly magnificence. We're talking Russian chrome dioxide here, and it's coming, I'm gonna say, within the next half hour or so. I'll do a feature kit. I'll do our citrine kit, and then I think I'll get on with this, because I know there's a lot of people, who are watching who are gonna get this kit for their collection because it's citrine. And I think for those collectors out there who are looking for gemstones of something totally unique, this is gonna be a strand that you're not gonna wanna miss out on. And I will tell you, it's restricted stock. I have got Tsavorite Garnet coming up later on with a touch larger quantity, but this one is restricted, limited edition. So because of that, I am going to play it for you in around about half an hour's time, just to give you that heads up. In the meantime, I'm going to fill your day with sunshine, because this is quite literally the ultimate sunshine. Well, it's called Touching Moonlight. I think it should be called Touching Sunshine, because the simple facts are, this is sunshine in a bundle of loveliness. Just take a look at this 3-strand offer. 8mm plain rounds of citrine alongside 10x5 faceted rondelles of citrine, plus your clear quartz. All of this is in a kit. I can't believe we are about to do kit pricing on this strand combination. Now you've got to know that our kits are some of the best ways to get your strands at ultimate value for money, right? Our kits are literally priced to sell. For those people who have watched before, you'll appreciate that. You'll already get that vibe on every single day that we present. Our kits really are. You cannot make up the kits that we put together for yourself at the prices that we do them for, because I tell you what, even we shouldn't be doing the prices that we do them for most of the time. We are about to bring you probably one of the ultimate times to get citrine. I don't think I've ever done anything like this in a kit. In fact, I can pretty much guarantee I've never done a double strand of citrine in a kit ever, because it just doesn't, and it shouldn't be happening. And it definitely is not something that we would anticipate happening on a regular basis. This is a limited edition offer. Quite a lot of what we've got today is limited edition. Quite a lot of what I can bring you, it's high end, but it's also restricted quantities. This is first come, first served on probably one of the best prices you will ever get from us for a double strand of citrine. And it isn't a kit. So it's not just that I'm offering you the strand, I'm offering you lots more, but I've got to keep highlighting the fact that the price you're about to see is literally kit pricing for what we'd essentially called the ultimate bundle of gemstones. You are getting here true spectacular quality strands. Now you have here your 8mm rounds and your 10x5 rondelles of citrine. You get your clear quartz with your faceted rounds as well. And I just want to show you that as a combination. I just want to show you that as a, I know I want to show you those individual strands, because truthfully, I would happily sell every one of these strands individually. The quality of them is so extremely beautiful. But I want to show you them as a combination, because at that point, I think that's when you see why this kit has been put together, because they so well work together. If I just take the faceted rondelles of citrine and hold them out, I mean, just glowing with colour. Have I already got people on the lines for this? I'm not surprised. Okay, I've already got people on the phone lines for this, and I'm so not surprised. I've got people who've been queuing for a minute. I've already got people who've been queuing for a minute on the phone lines. I've showed it plenty of times so that I know there's probably a lot of instinct going on there of people going, this is going to sell out, this is just going to sell out. You are right. The last time I did a citrine bundle, I would suggest I probably could have done with another 300 or 400 in stock for me to be able to satisfy everybody who tried to buy it. I'm going to say this now. I definitely won't have enough in stock for this one. You can't buy it yet. I haven't bought in the graphics, let alone told you the price. You can't buy it yet. But for those of you who are on the phone lines, you're probably playing absolutely right, because the first people on the lines will be the people who will be answered first, and therefore we'll process your call as fast as we can from that point onwards. Okay, I've now got a lot of people. Is it best for me to just get on with it? I tell you what, just so I know that I'm giving everybody equal opportunity, and for those people on the phone lines, what I'll do is this: I'll bring in the graphics, I'll get down the price, and then I'll tell you about it. I only want to give everybody the equal chance to own this, and I think that's the only way to do it fairly. Is that all right? I don't normally do it this way because I'd like to introduce you to what you're owning, but actually I think you've already made the decision that you want this, so let's just bring in the graphics. Come on, let's do it now. Sorry, Deanna, I know this is totally against how we do it, but I think it's best just for fairness. I'd rather be fair and give everybody the equal chance. Bring in the graphics, we'll get down to the price, and if you want it, then this is time to buy, okay? Then I'll keep on telling you about it, then we'll go to Hannah, I'll still have the normal time on this, but I want to get down to this price because I've got a lot of people holding on the lines. Take a look at this price tag. You're looking at, wow! I can tell you now, and I'll tell you this now, and this happened yesterday as well. We were going to do that at $34.95, and you've got it for $29.95. We were going to do this at $34.95, and I'm telling you because that's exactly what was decided. $29.95. Fair dues, Deanna. She's making a producer executive decision there to take it under £30. It's a Saturday and it's busy, so please be quick on those lines if you want this. 0800 644 655. Don't forget that we could be charging you pretty much £15–20 for each one of those strands if we wanted to. We don't want to. We can do the whole kit for less than 30 today. If you want to join us, I have to tell you I've got queues on the lines of at least 3 minutes now, and I'm going to be straight up with you. That's because people were picking up the phones within a minute of me introducing this. I had a queue on the line, so because of that I've got to have queues now automatically. Please be patient with us and we'll process your call as fast as we can. Join us on the web if you can. Just click that buy it button, put it into your basket and check out. I've got to say this really, really specifically to those who are on the web right now. You must check out on this one. Judging by the people on the phone lines and judging by the response already, I have to tell you now, I need you to check out your baskets. Otherwise, I can't guarantee that you'll get this, okay? I cannot guarantee that. You've got your touching moonlight, or I would call it touching the sunshine, because you've got those beautiful sunshine colours coming through, those freshest of colours coming through. It is a beautiful faceted rondelles with then the matching quality of the plain rounds. Then with the faceted, it's just a sumptuous look. It is sumptuous. Let me give you a close-up of the plain round, so I know I've given you a close-up of all of the strands individually. I mean, just magnificent. And of course, the nice thing is that later on you'll be able to add to your order, and I've got that golden rutile quartz. Can I do that? Can I just show everybody the way that this is going to go with the rutile quartz? Look at that. Oh, that works for me. Oh, I like that. That's just look easy. Okay, I'm really sorry, but it looks like we're about to sell out on this kit. Apologies if you miss out on this. I do apologize. I haven't even shown. Have I showed the silver yet? Have I even told you what else you get in the kit? All right, then perhaps we should do that before I start talking about golden rutile quartz. The golden rutile is coming up later on. It's going to be an added to your order offer, so do make the most of it when it comes your way. But it's not happening yet. What's happening right now is that you're getting solid sterling silver within this touching moonlight jewellery kit. You've got your head pins, your eye pins, your crimp beads, your shepherd hooks, your open jump rings in the 5 and 8 mil, and you've got your spring lock bolt rings, 3 of those, all for one price tag of $29.95. It is going to be a sellout. I apologise if you miss out on this one. First come, first served. For those people who picked up the phone really early on this, you did absolutely right. You did absolutely the right thing, because otherwise, I'm ever so sorry. It looks like some people will miss out on that. I hate having to say that. It's one of my worst things, is that I hate saying that you might miss out. That's the
fastest fingers first.
Yes, miss. Fastest fingers first. $29.99. I know, but even if you dial really fast, sometimes it's probably just not fast enough, is it? It's just, these are the kind of kits that the moment they come to air is the moment that everybody wants them. It's such a great looking kit.
It is
Can I head over I mean, I may as well just head over. You do get your monofilament wire, and you also get your beading thread and your elastic with this. This has now officially sold out, so I'm sorry if you're still on the lines. I've still got people who are trying to buy it, but I can say it is now sold out. I'm not surprised.
I would have liked one of those, never mind.
Well, I tell you what.
I'll have to get some more.
Yes, you'll have to go and buy some more now, Hannah.
Yeah.
Not that I'm obviously making you work too hard. Take it steady.
That's all right.
But yes,
Get
more. More citrine that you can never have. You can never have enough citrine in my mind because it is so workable into every season.
And you don't see it very often. So, you know, if you've got a piece of jewellery that's got citrine in it, then people will go, oh, what's that? And they'll ask you and you'll be able to say, I made this and it's made of citrine.
November's birthstone.
Oh, I didn't realise.
Yes,
Oh.
so it's perfect. So
Well,
if you
there
make
you
like
go.
kind of
Presents for
gifts,
people.
it's perfect. Yeah, November's birthstone. I have got that right, haven't I? Yeah, it is definitely November's birthday. I've just gone, like in my mind, I've just gone, oh, I better check that information. Yes, November's birthday. Take a look at these earrings. So, Hans made these earrings. And I just thought, oh, I just love earrings like this. They just work for me.
I just like them because they catch the light, because they move and because they're faceted, and you know, if your hair's up, it's nice to have something a little bit eye-catching, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, unless you've got children.
Yeah, and then they'll pull them out. Yeah,
Yeah, I can guarantee that with my son, I can't wear anything like this at the moment at all. He's 7, how old is he now? 18 months, something like that.
You can say 18 then.
Yes, he's 18. No, 18 months.
Right,
yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, I know I look old today, but come on. But actually, I can't get away with it at the moment.
No.
He just doesn't let me get away with any jewellery. Him wanting to yank at it, pull at it, or at least like touch it and then pull.
And then pull it.
Yeah, bless him. And I don't mind because I'd be fascinated at that age going, wow, beauty, like sparkle. Yeah, exactly.
I'm still like that, and I'm in my 30s.
Yeah, exactly. We shall never grow up.
No.
The thing is a simple single drop and still have the prominence of this gemstone because of the quality of the citrine. You don't need a big drop on these. I think you could literally just go shepherd hook, one gemstone.
And you've still got the sparkle.
Exactly.
But it's less fussy, so it depends on what kind of look you're going for. So if you're going out, you want to be a bit glam, then go for something like dangly. And if you want something that you can wear every day for work or whatever, then something smaller maybe.
So you've gone
I've gone a bit mad with that, yeah.
You've gone feature designs though, haven't you? There's the best way to describe it.
Well, because of you know the prestige of the gemstones, I just thought it's one kit. Don't try and stretch it out because it's nice to see it all together. So so I've gone for quite a gem heavy pendant style necklace and a gem heavy kind of cuff bracelet and then dangly earrings. So it's way considering the amount of gemstones there. But I've got, I mean, the bracelet's one of these things, I don't know if you can see down there, Tom, but the bracelet's quite an easy technique, so it's something I might be able to show you. But everything's just on little eye pins and then threaded onto 2 wires. So it's like, you could do it with a weave, but I quite like the idea of doing something a bit different with the eye pins. And then also we've got, on the necklace itself, we had a couple of different kind of weaves. And I've actually brought my scribbled down notes in because it's probably easier to explain it than to try and show it. It takes a long time. So swap the bust so you can see it better. Ah, that's better. So we've got kind of like a diamond shape at the top here, and then a bit lower down there's like an inverted shape. And actually they were made separately. So,
were they?
Yeah. So I put that. Well, if I show you my scribbles.
Show me your scribbles.
They really are scribbles.
Oh,
so I can perhaps tidy these up and put them on Facebook if anybody's really interested.
Talk us through the 2 sections
so
though,
basically, I started off with this one.
Yes.
And all I did is I got 9 rondelles and made a little loop to start with.
In the middle?
In the middle. So it did start off sort of a circle.
Yeah.
And then I just used the ends of the wire and started threading on other beads. So a little crackle quartz and another rondelle and another crackle quartz, and then skipped a bead and then threaded it through the one after.
Right. Yes.
And
so
as it went round in a circle, the circle sort of became like a diamond shape instead. And then I thought, well, I quite like it, but it looks a bit strange on its own. It needed something else.
Yeah.
So I was going to do like a little tassel at the bottom, but then I thought, no, I quite like this play with the weave and see what happens. So the next one down's got 6 rondelles in the middle as a loop to start with.
Yeah.
And then the same technique with threading on 3 other beads and then thread it through the next bead along. And because there's less to start with in the middle, I got the triangle instead of the rectangle, instead of the diamond. But I mean, weaving's brilliant, and like you can absent-mindedly do it while you're watching telly or whatever, and shapes just form. And I think it's what I call happy accidents, when things just happen in front of you, and you think, oh, how did I do that? Quick, write it down, and then just go with it.
I've got a lot of people who've just texted and emailed in saying, Facebook, please put it on Facebook.
Okay, I will, because you probably can't read my handwriting, and it is a tiny tatty piece of paper that I tore out of my sketchbook.
Okay,
literally
so will you
last
be able
night
to do
thinking,
that?
I'm going to need that, yes.
Do you want me to do it for you, or are you all right to do it?
I can probably do it.
You're all right,
I might have to borrow somebody's scanner, because it might be nice to have the actual image as well.
Okay, fine. I'm sure we can organise that.
We can sort that out later.
Yeah, we'll sort that out. It might not be today, but it'll be like, we'll definitely do it.
Hopefully this weekend. I will try and get it there today if I can. Otherwise people will go, what?
Yes. Okay, we'll do our very, very best to organise that though. For those of you who've texted in and instantly gone, yes, we need to know how.
It's so therapeutic. You just kind of keep weaving. It's great.
And look at the result. Yeah. And I mean, the thing is that it would always look gorgeous. These strands are always going to look gorgeous.
They're going to look beautiful whatever you do with it.
Not being disrespectful, but it doesn't matter what you do with them. They're always going to look great.
Absolutely, I'd agree with that.
But to optimise on the beauty of them, to get that sparkle, to get that clustering, and we always say you get more lustre in a cluster. You get.
I like that. There's more lustre in a cluster.
You get more lustre in a cluster, and it is though, isn't it? If you think about a cluster of diamonds, when you get that tight knit of diamonds, they all dazzle and sparkle together. It's the same. This type of clustering combination, weaving technique, getting that tight knit of gemstones, it dazzles.
It does. It really does. It's very eye-catching. But even I mean, we're saying you could wear it to go out, but if you wanted to make a statement, you could just bung on a white shirt and a pair of jeans.
Nice.
And a really wow necklace, and that's equally like going to have the impact. People are going to come and ask what it is, where it's from. And then you get the chance to say, well, I made it.
Absolutely. So. And for those of you who are watching for the first time, our toolkit, our essential toolkit, is less than £10. And that's literally everything you need to get started into jewellery making. And the kit then gives you all the ingredients. So quite simply, you have got the chance for less than £40 to get into a hobby and have the most incredible results. On top of your purchase from us, we also do give you a free DVD and a Get Started booklet, which gives you all of the techniques and actually will inspire you to create some weaving techniques, because not only does it give you the basics, as you can see here, it tells you about how to work jump rings, and we've got some jump rings later on that you'll be able to see and how to do them, but it also gives you the leaf technique. So as you can see, if I hold it like that, and then you can see there's a variant on that technique, isn't there?
It's just a different sort of direction of it. All depends on where you weave the wire. But seriously, play around with it, because you'll be happy with whatever you get. And
so with this in mind, to get into jewellery making, it's not a huge investment of money. It's the nicest part about it is that you're working with us with genuine gemstones. Solid sterling silver findings in this kit are very forgiving. So for those of you who are getting into jewellery making, this is a very nice way to do it, because they are malleable. They are, if you get something wrong, you can start again and give it a go.
Again,
And so the the toolkit is literally the essentials. If you're baking a cake, you need a bowl and you need a mixing spoon, and that's probably the essentials, isn't it? And maybe some scales. The toolkit that we can offer for less than £10 is basically that relation. It is everything you need. The one on the right there, it comes with the flat nose pliers, the round nose pliers, it comes with the wire cutters, it comes with the snips, the bead reamer, all of those for less than £10. Now we have lots of our designers who do teach, and they are tutors of jewellery making, and they buy that toolkit because they have tried to buy it and make it themselves individually elsewhere. And I know that Debbie said that hers is around £17 that she's got without even the little packaging, the nice little case that it comes in. So it's definitely worth buying from us for that toolkit to get yourself started into jewellery making. Less than £10 for that toolkit. And as I say, with your first purchase, you get your free tutorial booklet and also the matching DVD. So everything that's in the booklet is then equally matched with the DVD. So you get all of that. Put it the right way around, Vix. Make professional. There you go. All of that comes free of charge with your first purchase from us. And as I say, that toolkit for less than £10, it's an essential. All of our designers, I would say, standardly walk into this building with that toolkit in hand.
They do, and all the courses that are taught that use the pliers as well, that they all have the toolkits as well.
Absolutely.
So if you're thinking of starting up your own little workshops, then it's really, really an effective, cheap way of doing it. You just buy a few of the toolkits, and then each of your people coming to be taught can borrow those tools.
Absolutely, absolutely. What was I going to say? We haven't talked about the bracelet.
Have we got time to do a demo?
I hope so. Yes. I say. Do you know what? I don't know, but I'm going to say yes anyway.
So a lot of people will have seen this with a weave technique in the past, but I thought I'd just try something a bit different. So what I've done is I've taken a double strand of wire. Yeah. Crimped it off at the end with in this case a jump ring, but you'd probably put your bolt ring clasp on. Okay. And then I've created some little sort of sections. Okay. So you have a little eye pin, sorry. So the one with the little loop on the end. Okay. And then I've just threaded on a rondelle and
I love that you get the two different shapes.
I know, but they're gorgeous, aren't they? Because they go so nicely together.
I love that they're the
quartz and then another of the citrine on the end. So.
And one of the faceted against one of the rounds.
It helps the light bounce around, doesn't it? It really does. Yeah. So then once you've got those on, you need to hold on to those, and then you only want about 1 centimetre of wire on this end because we're going to make a simple loop rather than a wrapped loop. Okay. So just cut it off to about there. Yeah. Careful not to ping your wire across the room. And then trying to make sure, I always call them ears, trying to make sure your loops are looping in the same sort of direction. Okay. Just take that and curl it round. So simple loop, turn it round on itself, little kink backwards, and then just make sure that one lines up with this one. So I might use my flat nose pliers just to make sure that they do, like that. Yeah. So you make as many of those as you like, little sections. Yeah. And then place them on a mat or something, all lined up, because I like to see what I'm doing. And then in order to separate the wires, I've taken one of the little faceted quartzes and it's a very good anchor technique. You just put the wires in left to right, right to left, and it separates the wires out. Left to right, right to left. Like that. Yeah. Got the graphics there, sorry. Let me move this.
So that's just your anchor. That's just.
So that just anchors it in place. Because we want to make a cuff, so we want the wires to spread out. So they go like that, and then you start threading on. So, because I've laid them out like this, you've got your little rutile quartzes in between, and there'll be spaces. They're the citrine. Sorry. So, oh yes, because that's. Yeah, the rutile quartz is coming later. So they're the citrines. Yeah. In a round. Yeah. And you use them as spacers between your little sections that you've made using the eye pins. Okay. And then take one of your threads and just start threading on from this side. Round one, then through your loop.
I just to see, yes.
Then through round one.
Brilliant. Gosh, that's so clever. And now you've got it all set up.
So easy, because you can see what you're doing before you've started to thread it. Yeah. So if you want to change the pattern, you can. So if I just lie that down, so you can see you've got one side. If I space them out, it's easier to see them. Yeah. Like that. And then all you do with the other one is catch the loops on the underside of the sections. So you through a round one, through the bottom loop there, put it through another round one, through the bottom loop there. And you keep going until you've got enough to make the cuff bracelet.
Just like that.
So it's very easy. It's kind of like, it's a bit like a jigsaw. You make all the pieces first and then thread them together. So you get the little pattern like this, and then you end up with a whole cuff bracelet like that. And it catches the light really nicely. I think we're under the graphics again. You right, Tom? Yeah, there we go.
Gorgeous.
And it's so sparkly, isn't it?
And what I can't get over is actually that looks really gem heavy, but yet you had enough to make that bracelet and the necklace
and the earrings
from one kit.
From one kit, yeah.
Because they look really, really gem heavy. They look. What's the word? Luxurious.
They do, but I mean, you can usually I mean, we usually say you could make at least 6 pieces of jewellery if you're not trying to be too gem heavy from any of our kits. But if you want to make some real statement pieces, then I'd say use the whole lot and make one set.
Yes.
Because it's a real sort of wow factor then.
Absolutely. But, and the thing is like a set for less than £30 featuring quality citrine.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It is.
Because in principle, to get citrine, one feature necklace of citrine for less than £30, I'd like to try and find it.
I don't think you could.
I don't know whether you could. I do honestly ask you to do your research on citrine.
If you can, let us know, because I'd be interested to know. But I really think.
And I'm not talking about just a single pendant citrine.
No, a proper gem-heavy necklace.
Yes, and I'll be. Yeah. I don't think you'd get anything like it for less than 30. Congratulations, you got that kit. Sorry if you missed out. I've got to apologise to everybody who did miss out on that one. I know there'll be a lot of disappointed people with us. I can't do anything about it, although Hannah is here and takes on board the simple fact that we need more.
Yes, noted. It's on board.
What was that? Deanna's just typed in citrine necklace into her search engine on the computer.
Yes.
You're not selected, so I can't hear what you're saying. First price is 500 and what? £49.
It doesn't
just a necklace,
me.
just a citrine, and that's in a department store. £549. She doesn't know the carat weight. We don't know what metal it's set in. We don't know any of that information. But it's just interested to just type in just something like citrine necklace, because the simple facts are is that essentially that's exactly what you've got the chance to create. Another department store is £215. Another department stop is £385. And again, we can't do price researching based on what they're suggesting and what we're offering, because we've got no idea. But all I'm saying is it's worth doing your research, because you're paying less than £30 for a kit with solid sterling silver.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you've got prices coming over hundreds of pounds for essentially what you could create for yourself.
And if you are selling it, don't undervalue your jewellery, because if people want it, they will buy it because they'll recognise quality, they'll recognise the fact that it's genuine, it's handcrafted.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's really hard,
really,
though.
isn't it?
It's really hard, because if you're buying something for £30, you'd feel incredibly awkward if you were trying to sell it for multiples of hundreds, because I understand.
Depends where you sell it.
Yes.
You have to pitch to the right audience.
That's right. And I also think you have to be true to what you're comfortable with, you know, but I also think you have to be very aware of the fact that you need to do your price researching on gemstones like this before you then can set your pricing that you're comfortable with. Definitely doing a bit of research is advisable on that one. And I think actually throughout this show in particular, I think it's definitely worth doing some price research certainly on the strands that I've got coming up as individuals, the Zavorite Garnet, the Russian Chrome Diopside, the Rutile Quartz. I'd very much advise that you go and do some research on those price points already, because I know what we're about to do on the prices. I don't think you'll get anywhere else. In fact, I'd even suggest I don't think you'd get that even on our sister channel, Gems TV. That's how good a price point we've got coming up for you today. So that I'm really excited, very excited. We've got lots and lots to look forward to. Congratulations if you got that kit. And as I say, don't forget that toolkit. It's an essential. It's to get you started, and it's less than £10. That's an amazing way to get into a very rewarding hobby. If you fancy getting involved, like many of our amazing viewers, let's show you what they may have. Let's show you the Wall of Fame. 222 is Vicki Gardner. Nice name, Vicki. She says, I haven't sent anything in for the Wall of Fame for a while, but could do with winning so I could buy some silver clay. So here's my entry. I hope it's good enough. It's made from the bargain of the century, shell, pearl, and 2 of the adventurine flowers that I bought every colour of. Loving all the strands that are coming through now, so my purse has taken another battering. But hey, I'm a happy bunny. Much love to you all. And right back after you there, Vicki. I love that. That's a gorgeous combination of getting those carved flowers and the pearls together. very luxurious
It
today.
is, and it's
I think we've gone for a bit of a
luxe day today.
I think we have.
I like the
Yes,
luxe.
yes.
Yeah.
Goodness knows why I'm presenting it then, but the good news is that we've got lots of treats for you.
Well, I was going to say because you're a diamond geezer, but you're a gal, aren't you?
I'm
Diamond
a
gal.
Diamond gal. Let's not even go that far, to be honest. Diamond in the rough, perhaps. Very rough.
Okay, this one's number 220. It's from Kirsty in Ayrshire, and it says, "Hi GM, this is my first ever Wall of Fame entry. It's also my first try at wire work. And the bracelet and earrings are made with pink agate. Love the show, it's so addictive and gives me lots of inspiration." Thanks from Kirsty. That's a first attempt. Have you seen? Look at it.
That is impressive for a first attempt. Those lovely spirals are brilliant, aren't they?
Great things for you, Kirsty, if that's the first one you've ever done.
I agree.
Really good.
And I'm going to say hello to 221, which is Helen. Congratulations, Helen. Let's have a look. Please find attached my entry for this week's Wall of Fame, a torque necklace made with silver-plated wire, druzy agate and carved crystal quartz, all from Jewellery Maker. I love your programme, especially the inspirational designers and the ever so slightly bonkers presenters.
Can you mean completely bonkers presenters?
What do you mean? I don't know what you're suggesting there, Helen. Helen from Ammanford, I think that's how I say it. I don't know what you mean by slightly bonkers. Slightly, just slightly bonkers, just totally. I was going to say, don't even suggest that it's slightly. We know the truth. It's part of the prerequisite for walking into the building as a presenter. You have to have not just slightly bonkers, but totally.
I think it goes for the whole company, really,
Actually,
doesn't it?
yes, it is.
Okay, this is number 219, and it's a really sort of selection from Carol in Edinburgh. It says, "Hi all at JM, I hope you're keeping well. Here's this week's Wall of Fame entry and a slightly autumnal overtone. I bought this 3-strand pack from JM ages ago. It's cracked agate, 2 types of beads and round faceted red sardonyx. I just thought the colours lended themselves to the changing colours on our trees. Loving the show as always, looking forward to tomorrow's 40s inspired show and of course the inspiration for new ideas from all your great designers. Hugs to all from Carol."
Oh, that's a Carol.
Yeah, so this was obviously sent day before yesterday,
yes.
but it's really autumnal, it's beautiful, I love it.
It is just a fantastic colour, isn't it? That's just, I can imagine just the very simple, like, you know, those chunky jumpers that are coming through now.
They're like cable knit things.
Yes,
yeah.
just that, and then that, just a simple, maybe cream or brown.
You can imagine.
I'll have a bit of that, Carol. I love it.
I like
love
that.
those warm colours, really do. I've got a text message coming from Lynn in Bristol, which has made me smile. Good morning, Vixen, Hannah.
Morning.
So excited. Watched live show yesterday and today. Don't usually get the chance and have the house to myself.
Wow, lucky.
That is a luxurious day. Loving show as always, so entertaining. And just to let you know, Vicki, I'm as mad as you. All
Brilliant.
the best people are. Love it. Disappointed didn't win the piggy yesterday.
Oh.
Lynn in Bristol, disappointed. We've had a lot of people saying that they really enjoyed the show yesterday, especially the pig. I think a lot of people, maybe we underestimated the joy of the pig.
The power of the pig.
All right. Maybe I underestimated. I take on board the fact that I underestimated the joy of the pig. When we first started, by halfway through the show, I really loved that grumpy old pig.
Oh,
yeah.
Maybe pig should make an appearance another day.
Maybe no, the pig's gone.
Oh, pig's already
gone. Yeah.
Okay.
We've sent it off on its way. It's gone to the Shetlands.
Ah,
yeah.
Oh, it's well travelled. It's a flying pig.
It's a flying pig.
Pig.
Let's not go that far. I'd suggest it's probably just going snail
in the
mail.
back of a van. Yeah.
We have lots and lots in store for you today. We have got an amazing offer for you for your Russian chrome dioxide. That's going to come up straight after this break.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Come and join in the fun with international art clay instructor Natalia Coleman as she teaches you the basics of making personalised rings from silver clay. During the course of the day, you will learn how to create your own rings, add texture and decoration, finishing and polishing, and how to add colour to your finished piece. The full course includes use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios, a chance to meet our presenters, and have a chance to visit our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just $99.95. To book your place, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Well, when I first joined this company some 7+ years ago now, I fell in love with gemstones. I don't mind admitting that from the point of the beginning of my job, I've really enjoyed exploring the most amazing dynamics of Mother Nature's creations, and it's the only way to talk about gemstones is they are literally miracles in the formation of them. If you learn a little bit more about literally just slicing through the earth and finding these incredible sources of crystal structure, they are little miracles, little geographical phenomena. One of the biggest things is that when I first started presenting, I never thought that I'd get to the point where I was chosen to launch such an incredible gemstone as Russian diopside, but I was. And when I did, probably around about 4 or 5 years ago now, when I launched this gem on our sister channel, Gems TV, I honestly never thought that I'd get to the point where I'd be able to bring this calibre of stone in a full strand. I was presenting 1/3 of a carat individually set solitaires about 5 years ago, and they were coming in at really considered prices because it is such an incredibly difficult gemstone to get hold of. This is a stone that, quite simply, I've got to tell you, is a collector's offer. And I say that to give you the heads up that you can't just expect for this to happen every day of the week on our channel. I mean, I'd love it to happen, but I say categorically, this really is an exclusive opportunity on our behalf. Now, this is a gem that comes from the ground as you see it. No treating. Now, many gemstones within the jewellery industry are treated in some way, heat treated, irradiated, lots of different treatments that take place in the jewellery industry. Not here though. Quite simply, from the ground, faceted and placed to you into this strand. That's it. This gemstone is rich in colour from its chrome potential. So literally inside this gemstone, as the diopside forms, the chrome absorbs with it and gives it the intense colour. It doesn't have to have heating because inside the Earth's crust, the heat temperature has already given it this vibrancy of colour. Now, temperature is something that really influences actually the sourcing of this gemstone, but not the heat, but the cold. This gemstone is sourced within sub-zero climates. Quite simple, we're talking here about the stone can only be actually mined for around 3 months of the year. 9 months of the year, too cold. It's in the Ural Mountains of Russia, sub-zero climate. Therefore, only 3 months of the year can they actually go to that mining region and actually penetrate the ground for a duration to be able to source the stone. The reason this is so sporadic is because of the climate within the location. Russian diopside, or chrome diopside as it's known, is one of the most exclusive stones for your jewellery collection right now. There is even more sporadic supply because the miners returning back to that location are starting to become less and less. Literally, it's not worth their while going there for 3 months because financially it just is too much of an investment for them to then reap the rewards from the gemstone. That is meaning, on our behalf, this strand is becoming more and more difficult to get hold of. I repeat, we have got the chance to bring this to you now, but only under literally limited edition offer. I don't have hundreds in stock. I'd love to say I did, but I don't. So because of that, I've got to ask you, if you want this, as soon as I bring in the graphics, please pick up the phone. Please don't expect for this to be around for long. I just don't have enough to go around. Congratulations, I'm going to say already, if you do get this, because you are not just going to be a jewellery maker, you are going to be a gem collector when you get this strand into your collection. So let's give you the chance to do so right now. A magnificent feature of quality. I'll take this and I'll pop it against the skin, because I think the moment you see it against the skin, it illuminates even more. You're looking here at 30 carats within this Russian chrome diopside. Now, chrome diopside really in principle doesn't come from anywhere else other than Russia right now. Certainly with the prominence of colour as you're looking at it here, the vibrancy, the intensity of colour, it just says Russian. And of course, some of the most exclusive stones come from the Ural Mountains of Russia, including Russian Alexandrite, a phenomenal colour change gemstone, and also of course sits right beside the kimberlite mines of diamonds as well. So you are looking at some very, very prized gemstones from this region. You're looking here at your rondelles being 3 by 2.5 by 3 millimetre, each one of them individually rich in colour. Each one of them got that real sense of intensity. It's a stone I would classify as an exclusive. I would classify this as an ultimate chance to buy. I don't know how much more we can get hold of this. I'd like to say lots more, because I know the mines do still have plenty to yield. I just don't know whether that we'll have the chance to be able to buy them at these price points, because of that sporadic supply and because of the mining returning is so depleted. I mean, literally the miners returning, I think it's only a third of what actually went 2 years ago that went last year. So you get the idea of, you can't, look, you might have gemstones in the mine, but you have to have miners to actually bring them to the surface, and that's just not happening right now. You've got the chance to own this with an amazing price point, bearing in mind that I was some 5 years ago offering you 1/3 of a carat sitting into solid gold. 1/3 of a carat, just one solitaire 1/3 of a carat was what I was offering, and now I'm bringing 30 carats in a strand. I can do this offer for a limited edition at less than £20. I know what you were expecting of me, and I know what you were thinking. I think you were probably going to the £30, £40 mark at literally at the rock bottom price in. But with 30 carats, I was presenting 1/3 of a carat solitaires, and now I'm bringing you a strand of 30 carats for less than £20. Congratulations to you. This is going to be a sellout offer. Of course it is. It is a limited edition opportunity. I'd love to think that I could get hold of more. I mean, I know that Hannah, our buying is becoming stronger and stronger for strands like this.
Absolutely, yeah.
But it doesn't matter how strong we are in buying. If it's not available, it's not available.
Exactly. I mean, it's such a rare thing to find anyway, so we're really excited that we're able to bring some to you, even if it's not very much. So if you get it, you've really done well, I think. So
it's now been allocated. Congratulations, less than £20. And as I say, we really do work incredibly hard in our office. We genuinely do spend day in, day out trying to source strands like this for you. You got to know that our attention is always set on getting you the best and getting you the best pricing and some of the rarest stones. But you know, it's just not that easy to come by. So for those of you who did get that, congratulations. We do take on board the fact that you love it. We do take on board the fact that we want to bring it to you, and we'll keep on working and keep on dedicating our time to sourcing it as much as we possibly can. Simple facts are, Mother Nature's in control of our stock list, not us. Congratulations if you got that. Still to come though, I have got Zavarite garnet. Still to come, I've still got rutile quartz. And still to come, I'm going to give you a very quick sneaky peek of this. Take a look at this kit. I love 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 this. I love this kit. That's my little Gilbert and Sullivan excerpt there of I Love This Kit. It wasn't actually published within HMS Pinafore. It wasn't in any of those classics, but I thought that I would sing it to you. But then having said that, have you ever heard, I am the very model of a modern Major General with information, vegetable and animal and mineral. Have you ever heard that song? Yeah. See, so if they can sing about vegetables, animals and minerals in the modern Major General, and I'm thinking that I could get away with, I love this kit, I love this kit, I love this kit, I love this kit. Yeah? No? Okay, moving swiftly on. For a lot of people, and probably mainly, again, the youth of our studio right here, they're all going, Gilbert and who? Modern maid of what? Again, showing the age. Right, I have got, what shall I move on to, guys? Can I do here? Take a look at this. They're all taking the mickey of just how old they think I am now. Saying, you know, things did happen before you were born, Vix. Are you sure? The Roman Empire? Oh yeah, Aristotle? Who's he? Take a look at this. You mean I wasn't born when Aristotle was around? Oh. Plato, always a good bud of mine. You've got here an amazing... That's it. Oh yes, Diplodocus and everything. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Can you not tell? Check this out. You've got here a gorgeous combination of colours and textures within this offer. Man, we are reaping some serious rewards. I tell you what, Deanna, we need to work as hard for next retro show if we're getting like the results like this. Don't we just? A feature collection, no doubt about it. This is a feature of gemstones. Ooh, I love these. These are amazing. Who says amaze balls?
For me.
Is that very cool at the moment, isn't it? It's in the dictionary. Or it's just been put in the dictionary. Amaze balls is now officially in the dictionary. No. Okay, well I could officially use that. This is amaze balls. Just look, is it really in the dictionary? Or are you just taking the mickey out of me? Okay, it really is in the dictionary. Which dictionary? Oh, the Collins dictionary. I was just checking that it wasn't just some random, somebody else. Yeah, somebody else has made it up. Take a look at this. That's gorgeous. Sage amethyst that you're looking at here with those beautiful purples, and then you've got these amazing almost like marble-esque qualities to this gemstone. If you have already got amethyst in your collection, this would be a really lovely feature pendant. So if you're going to create like a nice centerpiece for the neckline, but you wanted to have more focal point to this would be a delight. Use your amethyst as you're stranding, or perhaps as you're interweaving to those. You could have 3 or 4 magnificent amethyst, sage amethyst pendants. So you've still got that richness of the purples coming through. Then you've also got the dynamics of different shades. Gorgeous look. Really, really gorgeous individual look. Each has its own quality about it. Each stone has its own unique, but still the base is the colour. Still the intense colour is rich purple. The actual size of these, 30 millimetres. So you're looking at 3 centimetres. So really, really distinguished size that you're looking at. Now to complement that size, you have got this lovely Chinese jade faceted pear-shaped pendant. It's also 30 by 22 millimetre. I don't know whether you'd put, again, I'm going to say this without like our last macaw blimey one. I don't know whether you'd put those together as a kit, whether you're going to use these as individual entities to work with, perhaps one of the bead scoops that we did yesterday, or one of the stashes that you've probably got already built up, you know, ready to make the difference with some purples, introducing with the sage amethyst. Maybe you're going to go with some nice, I mean, that would go nicely with the kit that we've just done. That would go really nicely if you wanted to just add a focal point against the citrine, or maybe actually coming up with the next kit where you've got the fresh colours. That's coming, but not yet. That combination is added to with this. And you're looking here at the gorgeous qualities of rhodonite again. So if you got that last mini kit, actually, was it in the Oh no, it was in your challenge, wasn't it? The rhodonite's in your challenge.
That's in the challenge, yeah.
Yes, the rhodonite is it was in the challenge. These would go very nicely alongside that, actually, wouldn't they?
It'd be perfect with it, actually.
Yes. I'm not going to give you them though. Oh. I'm not going to be that nice.
I was getting excited there.
You
were, weren't you?
Going, yes, they'd be very nice, Vicky. She was giving me like the definite like kind of eyes. Oh, she was like she was giving me the come hither eyes of, oh, I want that strand. Not to me, I can guarantee. Oh, but I was definitely getting the eyes for the strand. Oh, look at the lure. Look at the lure. Oh, see, look at those charming people we have in our building, you know. Charming. Just like this. Absolutely gorgeous. I just say that Tom said you look like the kiddie catcher there.
Oh no!
I felt like that was just a touch harsh there, Tom. Just a touch harsh. Oh, was the way she moved. All right then, that's fair. I'm not sure. Oh yes, he does, because he goes, ice cream, lollipops.
Oh dear.
And all free today. My children love that. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Oh, you can't beat a Sunday on the sofa watching Chitty Chitty Bang Bang with the kids.
That, yeah.
Oh, it's brilliant, brilliant. And the big brown bear came lolloping over the mountain. That's another line from it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know that bit.
How an elephant got stuck in my pyjamas, I shall never know. That's another line from it. I think my children and I do know. In fact, my husband could take you from the very beginning of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang to the very end and probably tell you the whole of it.
Just recite it?
Yes.
Oh my goodness me.
Literally, I would say.
True fans.
Probably my husband's favourite film.
Oh.
Isn't that hilarious? Bless him. Oh no, I think actually on our honeymoon we took Chitty Chitty Bang Bang with us. That and the set of Murder, She Wrote. Murder, She Wrote was for me, and I watched the whole box set on our honeymoon. We were away for 3.5 weeks, so it's fair dues.
That sounds very romantic.
Well.
Make us a brew, dear, and I'm watching telly. Yes.
Well, you know, 3.5 weeks, what else am I meant to do?
How romantic.
All right then, exactly. Take a look at what we're bringing in here. A fantastic. How did we get on Chitty Chitty Bang Bang? How did we get?
The kiddie catcher.
Oh,
that.
You wanted the rhodonite,
yes,
that's right. I was thinking, how did we do that? How did that happen? We have got to step away from the child catcher. You've got here lollipops. We've got this beautiful rhodonite in the drop beads, the 18 by 12 millimetre. Those blush colours. We've already introduced this strand, this type of strand to you today, so we know that you love it. Already very well received. The amethyst, this sage amethyst, is so delectable. And as I say, for those of you who love amethyst, of which I would say probably 9/10 of our viewers have already established their adoration for this gemstone, this would be a fantastic addition to your jewellery collection. It really will make a difference, that strand. 30 millimetre, so feature size for pendants. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, around about 13 pendants you've got there if you want to work them like that. And then, as I say, you do have an additional Chinese jade pendant as well. All of this for one price. The feature collection, I think these really would be a feature to your jewellery making. And the good news is, as the price tag is going to give you the chance to make something exciting from each one of those strands. Whether you work them together or not, they are going to be a real focal point. I don't know whether I can I just want to show you, give some more. What do you reckon to that? Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. I'm wondering if you could do that as a choker. I know it would be quite dramatic. I'm just wondering, is that too much? What do you think?
I don't know. The first reaction was Wilma Flintstone, because the hair's up as well.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Wilma.
I just don't know that, you know, like if you were going to go really for baldness,
yeah,
because the size is so, but they sit so smooth against the neckline.
Yeah, they'd be comfortable.
But then I'm just wondering if you take 3 or 4 of them, and then with your amethyst, just literally made that as the centre, then some amethyst, centre amethyst, you know, just so you had. But then you could use it for different looks, isn't it? You know, we've already established that today.
Like, yeah.
Do you want another price tag on this? $12.95. I think you could pay $95 for just that sage amethyst. I honestly think you could pay that price tag for just the sage amethyst. You're getting your rhodonite and you're getting the pendant as well for $12.95. 700 carats of that sage amethyst, 30 carats in that beautiful pendant, plus over 200 carats in the rhodonite. An amazing opportunity for $12.95. You've got to make the most of these offers while we've got them. The numbers there at the bottom of the screen, 0800 644 655, or alternatively join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. $12.95 feature collection, and it, of course, probably the main feature for many of us out there is the sage amethyst. That really is a bonus feature strand at that price point. What an offer, what a chance. And of course, perfect if you have just bought that the Hannah's collection for the challenge, yeah. Because really this would be a lovely added to your order, where perhaps you put the sage amethyst to one side to go with your amethyst jewellery, and then you just keep that rhodonite and put it with the collection that we've already brought to you.
Why not? It's a stash set.
Exactly, literally. And for that price point, unmissably good offer there. $12.95. Got queues on the lines again today. Of course, one postage packaging for the whole day. It's £2.95 for the whole day. So you can add as many times like on our channel. So that means whether you're buying from us this morning or whether you're going to add for, of course, the late show starting at 5 till 9 this evening. $12.95 is all you pay. The feature collection, including sage amethyst. Those whoppers, those beauties, could be that price point in their own behalf. But why would we do that when we can add even more to create this amazing collection? Huge congratulations. Everybody who's got a phone in their hands right now, we see you there, and we are going to process your call as fast as we possibly can. Apologies if you find yourself queuing on those lines, but it is a free phone number, and we are answering everybody's call as fast as we possibly can. Give around about 2 minutes on those lines right now, but as I say, that's us processing as fast as we can. $12.95 is all you pay. Magnificent look there, a real feature offer. $12.95 when you start to look at this calibre of stone, just for that one strand. All of this for $12.95. Congratulations, and stay on those lines to confirm on for me, and we will process your call as fast as we can. I've got to keep repeating today because I don't want people to find themselves in a situation where they don't have what they want. If you put everything into your basket, please remember to check out. So far today, I think we've pretty much sold out of everything that we've put on air. With that in mind, if you don't check out, there's every chance you'll miss out, and I wouldn't want that to happen. So I'm just going to say, everything you buy today, I'd suggest you check out and go, you put in your basket and go straight to checkout to guarantee that you'll be successful. All right, I just don't want anybody to miss out on something that they thought that they wanted. Okay, so I'm going to move on. Now, coming up in a week on Monday, so it's not this Monday, but next Monday, myself and Mark have got a special, and it's going to be a macrame special day. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really excited. We've got some, hopefully, really exciting new techniques to be able to show you, something a little bit different. I think that Mark might be watching right now. Hey Mark, hey Mark. This is going to give you a very sneaky taster of what's to look forward to on Monday. So a week on Monday. I don't even know the date because I'm rubbish with dates. Does anybody know the date? The macrame, the 24th is the macrame special, is it? The macrame special on the 24th, so a week on Monday. 24th is that? I think that's the 24th. It's the 24th. I've been confirmed, that's already been confirmed at least 12 times in my ear now that I think it's the 24th. Yeah, we're just confirming that now. So a week on Monday, we'll be bringing this, is it? It's all right, it's the 24th. It's the 20th. We have a brilliant macrame special, okay? It's gonna be, are you sure it's the 20th? It's all right, it definitely is. Monday, a week on Monday is gonna be full of brilliantness, okay? So we're gonna give you a macrame special. Mark's gonna take you through some techniques. Mark's gonna give you some big, he's already really working towards it, and I know we've been in contact, Mark and I, quite a bit because he's got some really great ideas and some really nice bundles to give you something different, a different flavour to your macrame, okay? So that's something to look forward to. This is going to give you a taste of that. This is basically going to give you a sense of what to look forward to. A week on Monday, that's the 24th of September. This is fab. Mark's going to be way gutted because Mark will have wanted this. Mark is going to be proper gutted. Mark, love you. I can see his face. I can see if he was watching right now, I can almost see his face going. Twitching away. It does, and he proper does that as well. A bud. Right. This is literally just giving you a taster, right? This is to make sure that you will be watching a week on Monday, because we are going to do something seriously special for you a week on Monday. Your macrame special is going to really inspire you. If you haven't already got involved in macrame, then this is going to be perfect. If you have, but you want to advance and give yourself different techniques, then keep watching. A week on Monday, you're going to do everything to get you started. Right, macrame, what is it? Well, basically, it's the creation of Shambhala-esque styling to your bracelets and to your necklines. Basically, it's a weave technique using cords or threads that then you can fasten and interweave your jewellery into there. Now, I know we have some macrame bracelets just literally just in front of you there. Just in front of you, Deanna. There's some macrame bracelets so that I can show you. You can see it on the DVD there. Can you see? Your macrame bracelets are basically, can we show that, Claire? Can we show just so that we can show the DVD? There's different ways of doing it, but it's basically weaving and knotting and tying in different ways to create fantastic looks. Now, our Tom, who's directing right now, right, he's done it. And this is his creations. I'm dead proud of him. When he said to us this morning, I was like, did you really do it? He's like, yeah, I've really done it. I went, did you really do it? You're like, yeah. This is our Tom. This is his creations. This is what he's wearing today, he showed me. Isn't that amazing? How cool is he? It's just done so well. So well. So that's our Tom's. And then, if you wanted to add gemstones, take a look at this. How cool is that? Now that's with the twisted weave, isn't it? And as you can see there, it is so clever, so clever. That's one other technique. And if you wanted to do another type of macrame technique, you could create this as well. Isn't that clever?
Beautiful, isn't it?
Isn't that clever?
I love the fact it's unisex as well.
Absolutely.
It appeals to everybody.
And that's the thing with macrame, and I think in particular for a lot of our strands where you get that real quality of, you use like the rosewood that we did earlier on, or some of our strands can be really unisex when you then set them into a unisex look, you know, and I think macrame really has that versatility. It's very, very much that kind of lady wear, but it's also very much gentleman's wear as well, you know, get that, well, Tom proved it because, you know, as I say, Tom's made those for himself. He was wearing them today, so you definitely have, he'd say he'd like to confirm that he's definitely a man. Right, I'm a man. That's how he said it. You have got here a DVD that sets off the technique of macrame. Macrame and knotting. This is edition 1. I have some interesting news. We're going to do an edition 2 soon. Ooh. Oh yes, we do have edition 1 with this bundle, and I tell you now, the bundle feels like it's going to go on and on and on, and Oristan and Ariston, even Oriston. You've got there a combination of blues and greens. You've got your whites, your oranges, your purples. You've got your cords of your beige and your black and your pink and your red and your chocolates. These are your fantastic combinations. Hemp cord is a really great way of creating lovely textures to your macrame. We're giving you assorted colours and they're 0.5mm. You're getting 10 yards, not 10 metres, but 10 yards. Gosh, that's working in old metrics, isn't it?
It
10 yards of hemp cord. That's not that's not where we stop. You don't just get the DVD and the hemp, but actually, check this out. Now then, I'm going to put it on this board, but they'll probably run away. Okay. Now you can instantly imagine replacing the beads that are on this bracelet, but with those fantastic, sorry, I just have to tell you why I'm laughing, but it's very funny because in my ear, Tom, my director, has just gone, oh, they're brilliant, them. And he got really excited. And he just went, and then he calmed himself and went, oh, I think I might have just got a little bit overexcited by them there. It was the funniest thing. He just became really, really excited at these. And they are very nice, Tom. You're quite right. But really, he just went, oh, they're brilliant, them. Oh, that was really funny, Tom. Thank you for that. That's going to tickle me all day. You've got the, oh, they're brilliant. They are going to be brilliant. You're quite right. You've got these lovely, oh, that was so funny. Brushed finish beads. 12mm silver plated brush copper rounds, and they will go really nicely. I mean, if you took, say, the purple and worked them with those silver finished balls, they are gorgeous, and you could imagine the results of that type of design but with those colours. I mean, that would look fantastic, wouldn't it? Look really cool. But it's not where we stop on this offer. Are you ready, Tom? Get ready, Tom. He's very excited now. Oh, you've got here your mesh hollow rondelle beads. These are 16 by 13 millimeter. They're silver coloured, and as you can see there, again, a really good, I mean, they would look fantastic if you created something a little bit bulkier. You know, something like that, something chunky, perhaps with some, what colour would you go for? Maybe the greens and the turquoise and the blues. Put that together. So if you had that as your base, like your purples here, and then you wanted to maybe, actually you could probably, with the thickness of the hollows, you could probably slide those on to create almost like a charm bracelet-esque look, couldn't you? So you've got that look, and you've got the mesh hollow beads. Not where we're stopping. Tom? He's like, what? What? You're getting, oh, these are nice. Oh, they are very nice. They are cool. You can see here, you're getting your rounds, your hollows. Oh, it was going so well, and now it's just stopped going well. You're going there. Okay, we'll just stop trying to do that now. You've got here a combination of your chunky rondelles, white Chinese jade, your quartz, and your snowflake obsidian. These are going to go so nicely for your macrame detail. They're going to just really make a difference. And as I say, if you like the look of this bundle, you're going to love what we've got in store for you coming up next Monday. So a week on Monday, the macrame special. This is just a flavour of what we're going to be doing on that day. So if you like this look and you're going to very much like this price, I can assure you of that. You need to be watching on Monday for some great offers, and also hopefully some great techniques to take you into something different in macrame. You know, hopefully show you something different for you to form and hopefully excite you. You know, you're probably already, if you've already done macrame, you're already very much involved with it. I know that the reason that Tom got excited was because he very much enjoys doing the macrame, and he probably quite likes the idea of extending his knowledge on it. And so because of that, I think this is something that we'll be able to take you through next Monday. But before that, I've got to give you this chance. So you'll get the DVD, and that's edition 1. You'll get your, whoa, these fantastic silver-plated brushed copper beads at 12mm. You'll get your hollow mesh beads, and you'll also get 15 chunky rondelles of your jade, your quartz, and your obsidian. Then you'll get your hemp cord, all together for one price. Whoa, $16.95 is all you pay. Your macrame collection, really, really very, very popular style of jewellery at the moment, incredibly on trend, because I think there's a lot of people who love the idea of buying 4 or 5 of these, buying them, and actually probably buying them for around about the £10 to £15 marker. So if you want to start creating, great for craft fairs, great for Christmas fairs and things like that. These would just sell out in my mind, because it's the look of the moment, but you're getting genuine gemstones, and you've got that real potential to get across the board generational interest.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's gonna. Like, if you've got like teenage boys or something that, and you want to get them involved, then just because they'll probably find they like it just as much as we do. So.
That's it. And the interesting thing about it is that for me, right, if you were using perhaps those lovely like brush to finish, you would use them and have the total impact of for a lady wear, you know, ladies jewellery. Yeah. But then actually, if you were going to use some of these of the rondelles and then use them with perhaps some of the matte, you know, maybe the black and the white, or go with perhaps the browns, that you could be almost instantly gents wear. Yeah. You know, you're literally going to appeal to every type of age group and gender, because it really, macrame has that universality. Universality? Universality.
Yeah.
Universality.
It appeals to everybody.
Yes, exactly. Could that be a word? Universality. That would be really good if you had it in Scrabble, wouldn't it? Universality. I don't even know how you'd spell it.
Just universal, yeah.
Universal, but universality sounds
even
better.
That would be good, wouldn't
it? $16.95. That needs to go in the Collins Dictionary. Universality. $16.95. As I said, actually, it does sound a little bit like it could be in the modern Major General.
Oh.
Universality, doesn't it? 16, I'm not going to try that one again because I did it the first time really well. $16.95 is all you're going to pay for all of this macrame collection bundle. You've got your beads, you've got your mesh beads, you've got your rondelles. Your snowflake obsidian is going to look so nice against that black backdrop, or even the white backdrop would be really cool. But actually, if you get there the whites and you added in, perhaps the reds. Oh, red and white. I think I actually did bring together universal and versatility. Universality.
Maybe we should use it and then it'll become a word, because everyone will copy it.
I've tried that a couple of times, but I haven't managed it yet, have I? Bouguet, I haven't managed to get that in the dictionary yet. Bouguet, it was a spelling mistake. It was meant to be nugget, but on our graphics it said bouguet, and I thought it was a shape, and so I was going, look at this lovely bouguet shape, and actually it was saying nugget. It was halfway through. Deanna went, Vix, I've just realised that the B and the N are right beside each other on the keyboard. Yeah. I think it's just a spelling mistake. I've got a lovely bouguet shape. And then we investigated what bouguet actually means, and it means shopping trolley. So if you ever go shopping, right, you have to go, can you get the bouguet, darling? And they go, what? Get the trolley, it's a bouguet, it's a bouguet. $16.95. Up in the north, somebody would turn around going, what are you calling me? What are you calling me, a bouguet? I love you. $16.95 is all you pay for this fantastic macrame collection, from your beads to your mesh to your rondelles to your hemps, and you've also got your DVD. Again, really well received. Again, we're very, very busy today, and I'm not surprised. This is another brilliant bundle. Try and watch on Monday, a week on Monday. I know that Mark's working really hard towards it, and Mark is really into his macrame, because he's very attention to detail, is Mark. So I know you'll really enjoy his techniques, and I also know that excuse me. Sorry about that. I also know that he's put together some macrame bundles of his own that are very much around this look, but perhaps you're going to get different colours, different ideas, different prices. So yeah, we've got lots of things to look forward to there, okay? Lots to look forward to on the 24th of September. I think you'll find it's on the 24th of September, that. Tell you that we're going to do something else as well on the 4th of October. Put in your diary. Yes, we're going. What was that? What was that? That was Bond. That was Bond, right? Bond theme. It's International Bond Day on the 5th of October, and we're going to celebrate it on the 4th. Okay, so to prepare you for Bond Day, we're going to do on the 4th. Yeah, we're going to do Bond Day. I'm really looking forward to that. Last night I stayed at work until, so I was working quite a lot. 4:30, did you? 4:30 this, yesterday morning I was up and I was still in the building at 9:30 last night typing going, so I've had this idea for Bond Day. What do you think of this? We're going to do like a Goldfinger one in it. And oh yeah, Goldfinger. We're going to do all of that. It's really exciting. And I was thinking, we could do a theme on Octopussy. We could do 8-strand bundle around the Octopussy theme. Did you like that? I know, I was thinking really well last night. That's why I didn't want to stop, because I was thinking if I'm thinking well, I was doing some good thinking last night. I thought if I stop, then it'll all go downhill and it'll just crumble. So I thought, just keep on going. Right, does anybody else get that? Yeah, right, I've got to remind you, not that you'd forget if you've already seen this. We're talking about one of our ultimate offers of the year so far in terms of quantity, in terms of availability, in terms of opportunity. This is the ultimate time to buy. This is the first time, premiere time, that we have ever been able to bring you Tsavorite Garnet on Jewellery Maker. This is a premiere, folks. Oh yes, a premiere offer. Why have they given it to me? I mean, really? Why me? Right then, we've also got, I'm really excited because it is an incredible stone. And for those of you who missed out on the Russian dioxide, you need to be prepared this time for that Tsavorite. Have I got people picking up the phone for that Tsavorite Garnet already? Okay, Tsavorite Garnet, I'll do it in about an hour's time. Okay, I'll do it in about an hour's time. So just probably after midday, if you're watching on the live show, we'll do it. Is that right? Around about that time, we'll do it. Okay. I also have that golden rutile quartz. Lots of people asking, because I think if you've got the last kit, the citrine kit, there's a lot of people asking, when are we doing this? And I'm going to be good to you. I'm going to say within the next 2 hours. Okay? I'll definitely do it within the next 2 hours. I don't know the answer. And to be honest, I don't want to push Deanna, right? I don't want to push her this morning. She had an argument with her alarm clock this morning and the alarm clock won. So Deanna did come in on time today. She fought her alarm alarm clock. That could have been really, really, really bad. But it wasn't. And the alarm clock won. The alarm clock definitely won today, didn't it? Yeah. But that's okay. What have you just got? Hi, Vix and Hannah. Sorry, but your Bond impression sounded more like Pingu. Wah, wah. Actually, it really did. Wah, wah.
Pingu does Bond.
Who's that? Kath and Kent. Oh, that's genius. Hi, Vix and Hannah. Sorry, but your Bond impression sounded more like Pingu. Wah, wah. Wah, wah. Okay. Genius, Kath. Right, we have got, oh, it's a good show today. It's lovely having your company. It really is a delight to have your company. I'm hoping that you're having a great day. I'm hoping that we can make it even better for you. And I'm hoping that this next kit can answer many people's requests from us. We get requests all the time for kits that bring you femininity, style and sophistication. Well, this answers just that. This really is, for me, one of our best kits to date in terms of feminine style. For me, this says pure sophistication, pure femininity, delicacy in tone just matches the beautiful freshness of colour, and it just works. It just is right. I know that sounds silly, but it's just right. You've got a combination of probably some of the nicest rose quartz drops that we've got in stock right now. You've got the most beautiful style. They are faceted drops, so you really do get to appreciate not just the internal beauty of the stone, but also that external quality. You get here a stone that has the qualities of morganite, but the haziness and mystery internally just gives it so much more detail, so much more sumptuousness. Again, I think that's not a word. You've got the most fantastic 200 carats in these drops. What I like about this is that each one of the gemstones is different, and each one of them really does give you that real opportunity to optimize on stuff. I mean, I don't know whether you'd agree with me, but I think that this is the type of size you'd use as just 1 center pendant. You know, if you were going to use just a delicate strand to match, actually, even if you were just going to use it as a pendant against a chain, do you know, just...
Yeah, definitely, because it's pear-shaped, it's got the weight at the bottom, so it's a very natural shape to use as a pendant.
I mean, if I show it there,
it's lovely. It's really pretty as well.
You know, if you were just going to go for 1 centerpiece, because many pendants on the high street jewellers' boutiques, they literally are just gemstone, beal, chin.
And some chain, yeah.
That's it. I mean, that is it. That's all they do. And you could do that time and time again, and look at the impact you'd get. Simply pretty, that, isn't it? Just simply pretty.
No fuss, no mess, just straightforward, elegant.
And I think sometimes, because we were involved at Jewellery Maker, sometimes I think we standardly go more elaborate, more design, more technique, but actually sometimes the nicest piece of jewellery is the most simple, and the most effective is by just setting it as 1 center gemstone and letting it speak for itself. I often like just solitaire rings and, you know, center stones on the hand, because for me that just lets the gemstone be the feature, and it has enough about it. You know, the quality of our gemstones have enough about them that you don't need to go over the top sometimes. You can just let them speak for themselves. And well, if we were going to make these into just singular pendants, goodness me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22. 22 pendants you could make out of this. 22 pendants, and if you were going to sell those 22 pendants, you wouldn't be selling them for £1 each now, would you? Because they are genuine gemstones. So what we're about to do on this price tag is very interesting. Very interesting. If you just want to break down what you would perhaps charge for just a single rose quartz pendant, and you're getting 22 of them in this 1 strand, I then want to add in, I can't call them additional strands because really they are so much more of a feature. I'd happily have just 1 of these in a kit, and I'd think that we were doing well. You've got 3 feature strands. And a presenter who's doing really badly at trying to show you them. There you go. I don't know what I've done wrong there, but I've definitely done something wrong. My hands have all gone wrong. You've got here your white cracked quartz plain rounds. They are 4mm, and then you've also got your multicolour cracked quartz faceted rounds, 8mm. So as I say, for me, we'd happily offer just 1 of these strands, and they would be probably the centre focus to a kit. Every one of these are absolutely magnificent. I want to show you the multicolours so that you could see the range. Lilacs, lemons, you've got turquoises, you've got a full range of colours coming there, and just truly exquisite strand. That's lovely, isn't it?
Well, it's so pretty on its own, but the combination of colours is really eye-catching as well. So I think it would probably appeal to younger girls as well. So if you wanted to go a bit more youthful, you could, but if you want to keep it as grown-up elegance, you can. It would go gorgeous in macrame again, though, wouldn't it? That size, because it's not too over the top, it's not too big, bulky. But you could do something like very simple, something very delicate. I'm not sure what size the hole is drilled through them, though. You'd have to check. But could you use the beading thread and do a bit of macrame? You could do it with the beading thread, couldn't you? Certainly. Because the beading thread, just if I'm on that subject, you do get the beautiful dark raspberry pink of the beading thread. So you could actually use the beading thread and do some macrame rather than just using the hemp cord or the suede accessory that we bring you. You could do that, and I know that we've shown that a few times recently, where you can see it's lots more intricate, it's a lot more detailed, but it just adds such a fantastic look.
Have I got people on the lines? I've got lots of people watching today, and I've got lots of people who've already wanted to buy this, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I'm talking about it and I haven't even checked, and I should have. I have got a lot of people on the lines already. The world's your oyster is what this is called. Is it? Oh, how good's that? The world is my oyster. We are bringing you an amazing opportunity. Beading thread. Oh, well, I do apologise. Apparently that we've just got a mix up on our information that I'm being shown. So I apologise about this, but I will tell you the information. The information that I've given you is right, but the name of the kit is actually called Checkout. Checkout. Okay, check out the jewellery kit. So you get, on top of all of this, you're getting some beautiful raspberry colours from your organza ribbon. Spit it out, Vix. You're also getting your pink and your clear elastic. Plus you're also getting your raspberry coloured organza gift bags. And you're also getting your extender chain cord ends. So that's coming 4 of those. Plus you're getting 100 pieces of your insulated copper findings, including 1 metre of chain. You don't know the price yet, do you?
No.
Do you want to know the price? Because I think the moment I tell you the price, I think there's a moment that you might
cry.
Yes. I'm being told I'm not allowed to tell you.
Okay. Don't tell me.
Close your ears now.
Okay. They're closed.
$19.95.
Oh my God! I heard that. How much?
Less than £20. I know. Okay, so Deanna says we need to get on with the demonstration right now because it is going to sell out. It's a busy day today, but by jingo, we're making it worth your while to be watching today, aren't we?
$19.95.
I know. That's just
giving it away.
That is.
This is crazy. Look how much jewellery you can make from the kit. Oh, just. Okay. Go back to designer head instead of manager head.
I know. Sorry. For anybody who doesn't know, Hannah is not just one of our designers. She is one of our managers. We all bow down to her gloriness. Keeping the good works is always good. I don't even know what to say.
Just don't talk about that price.
It's your fault. It's not my fault.
Deanna.
Not my fault. Not your fault. You're not even taking responsibility for that price. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little. Blame Ed because he's out of the building. It's Ed's fault. Well, not in a bad way though, eh?
No, it's amazing. Oh gosh, it's going to disappear in seconds.
It has.
It's ridiculous.
No, it's already sold out.
It's gone. Oh my gosh.
It's already sold out. It's already sold out. For those people who've got a phone in their hands, you need to put your phone down now because I'm really, really sorry because you have missed out on that one. I've said that 3 times already today, Deanna. That's not good.
No, it is good.
Oh no, it's not good.
But it means we need more.
Yes.
More next time.
Yes.
That's
have we made a note?
We're learning. We're learning.
More of that, please. More of that. Right. This is gorgeous.
It's so pretty, isn't it? It's really lovely.
I love it. The moment I saw it, I was like, I actually genuinely do think this is my favourite kit so far.
When you open it and you go, oh. Yeah.
Yes, and that's exactly. I walked in and just went, oh, that's lush. It's just lush, and like this necklace for me sums up the delicacy and the femininity of the design.
But the thing with that, I've actually included the little bits of tube that separate the little droplets. So because why not? It's pale pink. It makes your jewellery go a bit further. It feels lovely against your neck.
Yep.
And actually,
it just looks great.
It's a very simple little necklace, but I think it's very beautiful.
I totally agree. No, you may say so yourself, and I absolutely 100% agree. 100% agree. Now we talked earlier on about using jump rings in different ways.
Yes.
And I just want to show these earrings because I would, if I saw these in a store, I would buy these.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, I definitely would.
So they're going walkabout later, are they?
No, I wouldn't dare.
It's normally Fee that nicks my earrings.
I wouldn't dare do that. I love them. They're my kind of earrings because
it's so easy to do. It's so straightforward, but it's just a way, like I've always said, like findings aren't necessarily you're not tied to the rules. So okay, yes, they're jump rings, and generally you use them to connect the ends of bracelets or clasps or things to your necklaces. But I just thought, why not? You know, just have a play, see what else I can do with them. So they became a little embellishment.
They're so cool. And you've used just the bead caps.
Yeah, well, you get these little silver balls
Oh,
anyway.
they're the silver balls, are they? Oh, I thought they looked like the bead caps.
You could use the crimp covers if you wanted to.
That's what I meant. That's so cool.
So straightforward.
Yeah, but so nice.
Well, I can show you quickly how to do that if you like, and then also Deanna was talking about my chevron design earlier, which is this one.
That's cool.
So for anyone that's not sure of a chevron, it's like, you know, the black and white signs that you get on the roads when you come into a sharp corner or something.
Yes.
So little arrows that sort of sit together.
And you've done that.
And then to the bottom, and then change direction so that they all point down towards the pendant.
Can you show us that then? Do the chevron.
I can do you both if we've got time.
I've got time. We'll make time.
Okay.
Manager.
So they're all going to think I'm some kind of tyrant now.
It's not the case. Not at all. I tell you what, it's one of the best places to work. I tell you, when you walk in the office, like, it's just brilliant. It is. It's just
everybody's nuts. It's just
a bit chatter, a bit natter. I got to strut my stuff the other day because everybody commented on how my bum looked good in my pair of trousers. So I strutted through the office.
Jeans on and heels. And used the naughty word beginning with B as she walked past because it just looked too perfect.
Let's not go that far.
You're not allowed to have a bottom that nice.
I'm not sharing with you. I'm not sharing. Right, come on then. Give us the gem.
So what I've done, I've laid it out again on my little map because I like to see what I'm doing.
Yes.
So the idea is you want little arrows pointing into the centre, like that.
Yes.
And then in the middle you need a little triangle of a neutral colour or whatever you want to do, because essentially because that bit ends up being hidden anyway.
Okay.
So you need 2 wires, and for anybody that knows the quadrant weave, it's the same thing, but you change the colour of the beads faster than you would normally.
But for those of you who don't know the quadrant weave, which
I'm going to show you now.
Okay. I should know the quadrant weave by now, and you've said it, and I go, oh, I've seen that, but what is it? Is that when it's in like a diamond formation?
Yeah, it's
the quadrant weave?
Four beads that pull together, and then it's either a little square or a diamond, depending on how you position it.
Yes, and is that the one where you go like that on the last
one?
Through
each other.
I remember it now. But can you tell, for those of you who don't know what the quadrant weave is, in fact, for those of you who are just getting started into jewellery making, one thing is to let you know that the toolkit that we have available is for less than £10, and that is your essential toolkit. Everything that you see Hannah making today, we'll be just using that toolkit, and it's almost a must-have, really. In fact, it's not. You need to have a toolkit
it's
to get you
essential.
into jewellery making. But if you're going to get into a hobby for less than £10, then this is probably the only hobby I know that's going to have this type of reaping of rewards for less than a tenner in terms of tools. So that's your toolkit for less than £10. We do give a DVD and a starter information brochure that tells you how to get started in technique ways. You get both of those free of charge with your first purchase from us. And also, these are the techniques that I know I've watched, gosh, literally probably for about a year and a half.
Yeah.
But even I still am learning. I'm seeing and I'm going, oh yes, I remember that. And oh yes, these are the types of techniques that once you've got under your hat, when you can make them, they really can lead you.
Like building blocks. Once you can do any of the techniques, you can then start combining them together, and then that's when you start to get interesting bits of jewellery coming out.
So let's show you how easy it is. Let's just show you how simple it is. And as I say, it really is the time to get into jewellery making, because it's perfect for you to get into jewellery making just before Christmas. And I said the C word, but only because actually, if you think about it, if you start learning how to make jewellery now, you've got probably a good 2 months before then you can start making jewellery for people without having to worry about...
That's how I got started, just making jewellery as presents for people at Christmas time, and then people asking them where they got them from, and then word of mouth, and it turned into a little business with my sister.
Did it?
Yeah.
Is that really how you got started, just doing Christmas presents?
Yeah, just because we used to make jewellery just for ourselves, and then started gifts and things, because obviously it's cheaper than spending hundreds of pounds on other things. And yeah, word of mouth. It's amazing. The jungle drums work.
It does though, doesn't it? I mean, I said a couple of days ago, we were doing a strand, and I said, you know, I'd actually buy 2 strands because I have every intention that the moment you wear a piece of jewellery with this strand, you will get somebody say, where did you get that from? Can you make me one? So buy the strand just in case somebody does that, and then you've got it ready.
Actually, so many people write in and they ask us and they say, can you get some more of whatever? And sometimes we can't. So if you are planning on
really
making
hard.
things and giving some away or selling some, but you want to keep some yourself, you really do need to double up on it, otherwise you're going to miss out.
Because that's the nature of genuine gemstones. It's
just
different if it's
availability.
mass manufactured synthetics, because literally it is walking into a factory and saying, I want that colour again and I want 900 of them. Stamp, 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 stamp,
Yep.
stamp, stamp. Actually, we can't do that. There's just not that manipulation of the gemstone market, is it?
Even if it's the same gemstone, it might be because it's from a slightly different seam of whatever the mineral is, it might be a slightly different colour.
That's right.
So you really do have to think ahead with jewellery.
And I'm saying that now, and I'm almost in terms of what I know is coming up with the Zavarite garnet, and in terms of the rutile, I'm saying that now so that you are prepared and you've got that in your back of your mind. Make your decision. Do you want to buy 2 or 3 strands of that now? Because if you do, then you need to be prepared for it. It's coming up in around about 40 minutes time. Okay.
Right, okay, so for the purpose of demonstration, I've just done a bead stopper at the end, but anyone who hasn't done the quadrant weave before, you do normally use 4 of the same size and colour beads together to make the quadrant.
Okay.
In this case, I'm starting with 1 bead on there that's a different colour, and then I'm going to start changing colour straight away.
Okay.
So you separate your 2 wires, and on each wire you thread 1 of your new coloured bead. Doesn't matter which colour you go for, just as long as you have 3 of the same.
Yeah, because it'll only be a chevron if you use the right colours in the right
It has to be
space,
3
isn't it?
in the same place. So,
Okay.
so if I put those down there, like that. So you've got 2. A normal quadrant, you'd have a blue one here and you'd have a blue one there as well. But so for this one, you've got 2 together. Then with the 3rd bead, you use your wires and you go like we did before. You put 1 bead through the left to the right, 1 wire through the bead, and then the other right to the left, like that. And then pull them together, like that, and it comes into like a little triangle. You see that?
Yep.
So the trick now is you need to change colour to make the next chevron. So the 2 beads that you thread on next aren't blue, but in this case I've got purple.
Yeah.
So 1 on either side. Let them drop down, and then you do the same thing again. So you have your 3rd purple bead. I'm struggling to see the holes with the studio lighting. Could be my age.
No.
And again, left to right, right to left. Pull it down close like that, and you'll see 1 little triangle sits on top of the other. So that's the start of your chevron. And you keep going with as many colours as you like until you want to get to a point where you need to change direction. So I'll quickly thread on the pink ones because I've added that.
It's amazing how quickly it starts to form.
It's very simple, very quick. Trying to find things as long as you can find the holes. Just like that. Right. So I've got 3 little triangles together. Now what I've done, you've got to imagine that your necklace is going to come down into like a V. So this will be slightly on an angle. So you take 1 bead on 1 wire, and 2 on the bottom, and then the next bead where you cross them over is going to be the colour that starts the chevron on the next side.
Yes.
So,
and it is that imagine. It is. If instead of imagining, let's have a look at it.
Yeah, just
so
show
that
you
you
the
can
necklace.
see. So as it starts to come down, you're starting to get that focus to that centerpiece, which then starts to be the next part of the chevron. You can see that formation, and it's that visualization of seeing it like that to then how it's the resulting finish,
design.
Isn't it?
So if I come back to that, so on the 1 wire, clear bead, on the bottom wire there's 2, and then both of them go through the next chevron. So in this case I'm mirroring the ones I've done on the other side. Pull it all together and it will naturally, this is like the bottom of your V shape.
Yeah.
So if you look again onto the necklace, where the pendant joins it, underneath that little piece of ribbon there, you can see there's the 3 clear beads together. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And then all I've done, if I lift that out of the way, you can see I've used a little eye pin and attached it to the wires that thread through to hang the pendant from, and then to hide it so it looks pretty, just put a little bit of ribbon. So you just carry on with your chevron the other way. So you've already got the point of the chevron. Yeah. So you now need to add the base of the chevron. Brilliant.
It's just brilliant. It just makes such sense. And when you see it like that, breaking it down, and this is what I mean to anybody who's watching for the first time, when you start to break something like that down, you go, oh yeah, oh that makes sense. Oh, and it's that simple. And then the results are so effective. It's amazing, isn't it? So if you do want to get involved in jewellery making, I would certainly say this is the time to do it. You know, this is certainly, on my behalf, one of the nicest parts about the show that we do is just that we get to see amazing techniques, but then we get to reap the rewards of you putting that into practice when we get the Wall of Fame. It's one of my favourite parts of the show, so let's just get straight down to it now, because if you've been inspired, then hopefully you'll be part of that Wall of Fame in the coming week. So let's just have a bit of a look at what's going on with the Wall of Fame. I've got somebody who loves colour like me. 226, Marie in London. Look at this. Rainbow colours. She says, fell for and ordered these beads from Jewellery Maker some time ago and made this very simple ensemble. Simple but very effective. Loads of people have commented on it and it's now sold. Luckily, I got 2 strands, so we'll make something else when winter sets in and I need cheering up. This is what we've just said. Marie, that's really weird because of...
This is a savvy buyer, clearly.
But this is, it's not weird that somebody's going to go, yeah, they saw that, they set that up. They said, we didn't, I promise you, we didn't. We're not that organised. I'd like to say we are, but we're really not. Oh my goodness me, that's hilarious. Marie, that's exactly what we were saying just seconds ago. She said, these beads truly make you smile. Carry on very good work, and fingers crossed I get famous this time. Well, Marie, it's official, you're famous, and you're in London, and congratulations to your 226. Isn't that lush? I love that.
I love the colours of it. I like the tassel as well.
That's what I mean, it's just those rainbow colours, just whoosh. I'm not surprised it's sold. Beautiful. Great.
Okay, I've got 223. And this is from Annie Higgs in Taunton. It says, hi guys.
Angie.
Oh, Angie. Sorry about that.
Oh no, it's all right. Just thought better say it in case she thinks it's of her.
Hi guys, this is my entry for the Wall of Fame. Just a simple entry made with lavender amethyst and double drilled white quartz, all from JM of course. With the quartz being double drilled, it's made it perfect for doing multiple rows. Might have a go at making a 5-row one. Loving the show as always, from Angie. Apologies for calling you Annie earlier.
Angie, when you do the 5-1, I'd love to see it, because that'd be really interesting to see how you get on. Because the 3 looks amazing, but if you did another stack, it'd be a proper cuff, wouldn't it? A proper cuff. Proper cuff.
Proper chunky.
I don't even know where that came from. So yeah, it'd be lovely to see that. Alpha, this has made me smile. 225.
Are we allowed to?
I don't know whether I'm even allowed to show this on
Other football teams are available.
Yes, exactly. Bev in Yorkshire, she says this is... All right then, don't need to boo in my ear, guys. This is my Wall of Fame for this week. My sister is very hard to buy for, but loves West Ham, so I thought I would make a set necklace, bracelet and earrings for the C word. Yes, Christmas. I know, but you have to start sometime. Wire made out of shell pearl, solid sterling silver spacer beads and ear studs. I came up with this. Even the hardest person to buy for at Christmas can be got from Jewellery Maker.
Yeah.
Quite right. Love and hugs. Keep on helping me smile. We'll watch every day, and that's Bev in Yorkshire. We'll do our very, very best to keep you smiling. I think your sister's a very, very lucky sister, actually. You sound like you're top notch, you are, Bev. Congratulations to you. 225. And yes, as I say, other football teams are, namely, obviously, Newcastle United. Let's not go that far. Obviously, that's the essential to just get in there.
And if we don't mention Liverpool, Ed will kill us.
Well, we could, but we won't. We'll just mention Newcastle United one more time, because my husband will be much, and my dad will be much better. And now, whatever. Carry on. I'm not even going to grace them with listening to them. I'm not even listening to them.
Okay, I've forgotten the number. This is number 224, and it's from, is it Aisha?
Wow.
Aisha in Glossop?
I think so, yeah.
It says, hi all at JM, just received my order from last week. I got, amongst other things, a 3-strand pack including multicoloured tiger's eye and some lava rock. This is the result. We also used a 0.6 millimetre wire and black onyx rounds, both from JM. I think you can safely say this ring is for an extrovert. Well, I like it.
I love it.
I took the photo with the ring twisted and at a bit of an angle so you can see the full effect. I hope you like it. I think that's fab.
Amazing.
And I've not seen another ring like that. You know, there's a lot of people who will make rings and they're like, oh yeah, I've seen one like that before. I've not seen one like that.
No, it's almost like what's the word? A fountain. It feels like you've got that effect coming from the lava, like the lava
Magma
coming out
from
of the volcano, isn't it?
Or a flower. It
Beautiful.
could be nice
Oh yeah, like
stamens on a
chrysanthemum or
flower.
whatever they're called.
Yeah, I like that.
Beautiful. We have lots and lots still to look forward to here on Jewellery Maker. We have got coming your way Zavarite Garnet. Yes, premiere, never been seen before, brand new. Oh yes, she's there again. She's there again. We also have coming your way that amazing golden rutile quartz. You've got half an hour to wait for the Zavarite and an hour to wait for the rutile quartz. Look, I'm giving you times and everything. Like we're getting organised, isn't it? Just I know the world's going to crave in a second if we get any more organised. I look forward to having your company straight after the break.
Come and join guest designer Laura Binding on our intermediate wirework course. The aim of the course is to enhance your wirework skills and take your designs to the next level. You will learn more advanced weaving and binding techniques, which you can incorporate into your jewellery. The full course includes a selection of gauges of wire, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, a copy of the Wirework Tutorial DVD Edition 3, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and chance to meet the presenters, and a visit to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just £79.95. To book your place, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
In the studio, we forget how difficult it is sometimes to mine for gemstones. I'm here with Rad, 30 metres underground in Madagascar, and we're looking for tourmaline. We're looking for so many different gems to bring back to you, and Raddy does this every day, and he's found us some wonderful gems today.
My thoughts on Jewellery Maker. I find that if you're an experienced jewellery maker or new to the hobby, Jewellery Maker has everything for you, right from the basic findings up to the more expensive and a little bit more intricate feature beads, pendants that you can bead. I think it's a really, really lovely site. As a teacher myself, I have bought all of the basic kits for my students. You can't get them cheaper anywhere. Very comprehensive, very nicely made, quality goods. I really can't say much more about Jewellery Maker. It's a really good site to visit.
Welcome back to Jewellery Maker. It's great to have your company. I'm Vicki, and I'm going to be with you for another an hour and a half or so, bringing you, well, all I can say, an hour and a half full of loveliness. This is like a brilliant show. Yesterday we had a phenomenal show. It was lots of fun and a totally different type of show to today, but today is just as equally amazing, but just in a different vibe, because we're full of exquisite opportunities. Premier offer. This is for all of our, not just jewellery makers out there, our gem collectors out there. First time on Jewellery Maker, I get to bring you Zavarite Garnet. I cannot wait. You've only got half an hour to wait before I bring this to you. I know there's a lot of people chomping at the bit on this one. I've got a really, really decent quantity. Based on the rarity of this stone, I can't quite work out how we've done it. It's taken us 2.5 years, like, to get to this point. So you'd think, minor point, maybe the 2.5 years is so that we've got to the point where we've got a decent quantity of that strand. Very exciting. And for those of you who missed out on the Russian dye upside, you know what to do. Pick up the phone early when we start on that one, because you could miss out if you're not quick. It's going to fly, and we know it's going to be a sellout, but we also know that we want to give everybody the equal chance to own it. I have got that amazing rutile quartz still to come, so if you got that citrine kit at the very beginning of the show, this is going to be a perfect add it to your order offer for you. Biggest sellers of the moment. This is a strand that we know everybody adores. I mean, you just can't get enough of it at the moment, and we're doing our very best well, we're hoping that we can keep up with your demands. The reality is we probably can't. Not to worry, we'll do our best to keep on doing what we're doing though. Right, this is coming your way later on as well. That's probably around about an hour's time I'll be bringing that rutile. But before that, shall we stick with a bit of colour? Because we've had quite a lot of colour so far today. Well, we're going to give you even more with this 2-strand offer. I really like these strands. Take a look at this. Oh, isn't it fab? Isn't it just lush to get hot fuchsia pinks, raspberry pinks, deep vibrant greens, golden citrines, stunning bright yellows, all together in one strand? Earlier on, I mean, literally, we just did that kit called, oh, I can't remember what that kit was called, Check This Out or Checked Out or something, wasn't it? Checkout. It was called Checkout, and it had that strand of multicolored quartz. Now, it was pastel, it was delicate, and it was sweet. This has got exactly the same principles, but this time we're going much more bold, much more rich, much more dramatic, much more saturated colour. You've got that look, and it looks great. This look is going to be very, very strong against any outfit that you've got to wear. And if I just put this against the wrist, if I just show you where it goes, in fact, if I just do a, there you go. That's lush, isn't it? Just a bit of memory wire perhaps, and just give it a nice coil around. And the thing is I've got quite a muted colour on today, and so my instinct would be with like, because I've got like a steel, I don't know what you call it, steel? Slate grey, would you? Slate grey from the artist over there. Slate grey. I'd actually happily lift the outfit's colour by going with something like that. That just gives it a little bit more lightness and freshness, doesn't it, to the outfit? I mean, I look a little bit drudgy at the moment without it. Drudgy. But you can imagine just using the impact of these colours to just transform an outfit, couldn't you? I mean, it's got a real lift to it, it's got a kick. It's not delicate like the last strands were. These are much more impacting, much more rich. You've got here 2 6mm strands, one faceted, one plain. And as you can see there, you get real qualities of colour literally exuding from every part of this strand. Every time I look at it, I see a different shade of colour. I love raspberry reds and pinks, but then against that backdrop, against the warm oranges and yellows, and then those vibrant, rich greens, it just looks fantastic. 2 strands, and we're offering for one price. So one's faceted and one's plain, but they're both 6mm. It is a 2-pack offer, and we know you're going to really love the price point that we've got for you. Why? Because it's under £10 for both strands. Less than £10, you're talking less than a £5 each strand, and each one of them coming in around about 80 carats to 100 carats. I've got people on the line straight away on that price tag. Congratulations if you picked up the phone early. We're processing everybody's call in strict rotation. If you were the first person to be answered, pardon me, the first person to pick up the phone, then you'll be the first person to be answered and onwards. £9.95. I've now got queues of around about 40 seconds already, just like that. People people who were on the lines ready to buy at the very beginning and now being answered. But if you've got a phone in your hand right now, just keep it there and we'll process your call as fast as we can. £9.95. The colour says it all. The nice thing is that if you are heading into autumn and winter collections in your wardrobe, it doesn't mean to say that you have to go dowdy and boring and dark colours. Actually, it's really nice to get accessories that lift and transform. There is definitely a movement towards more darker colours in the fashion shops. I mean, I know that they've still got those bright purples and oranges coming through, and I know there's there's the nudes and the delicate colours coming through at different ranges. But I think the main consensus when I've been into the fashion shops recently is that it's much more of a richer tone, so much more of the darker bronzes and browns and chocolatey tones. You know, the burgundies coming through. But that doesn't mean to say that the whole look has to be, you know, those colours. Actually, I think jewellery can lift and transform an outfit by just introducing a little bit more, a splash of colour, you know, that kick of colour. £9.95 is all you pay, less than £10, a fiver each. Less than a fiver each, actually. I really do have a lot of people who are interested in owning this, so please do remain on those lines for me. And if you have joined us on the web, don't forget to check out. You're probably going to get bored of me saying that. You're probably already bored of us now. You're probably going, oh, she said it again. But I'm only saying it because I don't want you to miss out. And I know how busy we are today. We've got a lot of people watching who are loving these offers. And because of that, if you put something in your basket, I can't guarantee you'll get it unless you go to the checkout. So I just don't want you to lose out. So with that in mind, please do check out straight away. If it's something that you don't mind if you don't miss out on, you know, if you put it in your basket and then you go, oh, it doesn't matter if I don't get it, then that's cool. But if you know you want it, you need to stay on those into that checkout. You've got to do that today because it's just ridiculously busy. £9.95 is all you're paying. Your 2-pack of 6mm multicoloured crackled quartz. Colours are crisp and intense and saturated. Absolutely magnificent look. Hold those lines to confirm. You really have got the chance to get this amazing look. A phenomenal quality that you're looking at here. Every single look that you can potentially think of in terms of colour contrasting and colour combinations you'll get from this strand. Hold those lines to confirm for £9.95. Congratulations, absolutely magnificent. Individuality, that's what I think we all look for our jewellery, and you've definitely got the chance to do that. Less than a tenner, congratulations. Amazing looks, and I've got plenty more where that comes from. I'm going to keep that, and I'm just going to bring in that Zavarite. Oh, I like that. That works. I've got the nod. I've got everybody going, oh yes, that works. Oh yes, we like that. That just, you know what you would do? You would just introduce just a little bit of that Zavarite in between there, just to get that ultimate luxury from your look. And you just really know that you've got something extra special. Premier strand coming your way within the next quarter of an hour. Where's the time gone today? I love days like that. I love days like that. When you just go, you blink and you look at the clock and you go, well, I've had loads of fun and the time's just flying by. It's brilliant, isn't it? I'll get paid for this as well. It's crazy. Don't tell them, but I'd happily just do this without being paid. Don't tell them, though. Pretend that the boss isn't just stood there. Just pretend that she's not there, that she didn't hear that. Did you hear that?
No, sorry, what?
Brilliant. Lovely jubbly. I've got mouths to feed. I've got children to feed. I've got children to clothe. Oh, you know what I've done again? I've forgotten to show the picture of Georgie. We've talked about it for a week. My little girl, she's just turned 4 and she's just started school last week. And I said last week that I would show you the picture of her in a school uniform. Chuffed to bits she was like, so I'll find it. When we go to the break, I'll find it and I'll just show you. Then I know I've done it. Will you remind me? Because I've said 3 times that I'll do it and then I never got round to it. Sorry. You're probably not bothered. You're probably going, well, I didn't need to see your photo, Vix. But I want to share it. I'm a proud mum. I'm a very proud mum. Right. This is wicked. Chain, chain, chain. Chain of fool. Oh, yes. Wow. Is this wicked? Oh, this is wicked. That's cool. That is really, really cool. You're getting, is it 8 meters in total then? So 2 meters of each. 2 meters that you're looking at here. So the actual size of the links that you have here, we're looking at, we're just going to see if we can find the exact details for you. Your big ones, the larger size, are 18 by 28. Your smaller ones are 7 by 13. Now let me just check. Yes, they are. Now you know how we've had the Italian style double chains? They're the same principle because you've got the open jump rings. So really, really easy to use. Whether you're going to use them in a very simple way to create literally a chain effect, or whether you're going to use them to create something a little bit different, as in links, then you just want to create something almost like chainmail-ish because you want to link in each one of those, you could do that too. So you're getting your black and silver in both sizes. I just look at this, I go, gosh, where would you begin? Because there's so many potentials. There are so many potential. It's almost like a rope finish, this as well, to the larger ones. And as you can see there, you do have that little cut. And I wonder how strong, yeah, they are strong. That's good. Yeah, they're definitely strong. But I think that with a little bit of, no, you know what? You would have to use you'd have to use your pliers to open those up because I can't do that with my hands, and I am trying. I can just, oh, no. Yeah, I am a bit of a weakling though. I don't mind admitting I am a bit. So you'd have to use your pliers to open them, but that's good though. You don't want them to be flimsy-flamsy, do you? You want it to have that strength. Nice rope effect. Nice rope effect that you've got there. And you've got your silver, you've got the black. The black's like a gloss flinish. Nice new word there. Nice gloss finish that you're getting to this chain. Plus you're also getting the smaller. These are really lovely, chunky feeling. Light in weight, but really chunky finish, which is the perfect combination really, isn't it? Nice and solid, but really light to touch, so it's not going to be too heavy. So you've got that look. What are you going to do with it? Well, I tell you what, this is one of those 4 strands where I just go, where do you begin? There's so many different looks you can get out of this type of chain.
There is, yeah. I mean, you could do anything. You could go for the full-on sort of B.A. Baracus style and put them all together and have a massive chain. Or you can just separate them and put little wrap loops on them, or ribbon through it. Or you could even, with the large links that you've got there, you could use like head pins and suspend gems between each link. It'd be cool.
It would be.
Speaking of it.
How cool is that? I mean, literally, that's against. Have I just caught my microphone? I've always wanted to be professional, and then it's just never happened. So you've got the silver, you've got the black, and then you could go, if you wanted to go a little bit smaller, you could actually do a doubly one, you know. Hang on, let me think how I'm going to show you this. And actually, you know how we had those rose quartz pendants in the last kit?
Yes.
And we called them pendants. They were little, like, nice size drops. And I said, all you need is a little bit of chain to drop. You could use that as the chain if you wanted to and just have a little single drop. But this just gives you an idea of the size of them, doesn't it? Are you interested in the price? So I've got a lot of people who are still on the lines just waiting to find out how low we can go. And I'm interested in the price because I don't know the answer. I have no idea what we're about to show you here. What price are we talking? All 4, 8 meters for $14.95. That's less than £2 a metre. It's aluminium chain that you're getting here with then that lovely coating if you want the black as well, and yet $14.95. I mean, you can hear the weight of them. You can hear that they're nice and gentle. It's not super heavy, but you do have that real wearability out of them. $14.95 is all you pay for 8 meters. I just keep on going up for 8 meters, really? The number's there to dial 0800 644 655. You can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. Don't forget, it's one postage and packing for the whole day. So the good news is that we are literally going to process everybody's order today, as many times as you want to add to it, no problem, for £2.95. That's your standard delivery. You can go express delivery for £4.95 if you prefer, but you've got £2.95 for your standard delivery. We've got a brand new warehouse, and so we really are looking at something really exciting, because I think it is about 5 times the size of what we had, wasn't it?
Oh, it's enormous, yeah.
It's huge.
It's absolutely huge, but I'm sure we'll fill it very soon.
Yeah, so
we have a habit of doing that.
Haven't we just?
Yeah.
It's a good habit to have, though. We're filling our warehouses with fantastic offers, and so the good news is you're going to reap the rewards. What it does mean is that when you go for your postage and packaging, you can only buy from our channel on that single P&P now. £2.95 is all it is, though, so add and add and add throughout the day. I think already we've given you the chance to add to your order several gazillion times, and I've still got plenty more to come, including that Zavarite garnet, the Rutile quartz, of course, and I've got another kit. You haven't seen the other kit, but you're gonna love it. I know you will, because it's one of the colours that you keep on requesting from us. It's our biggest selling gemstone, so in a kit we know it's going to fly out. Aluminium chain, 8 meters in this pack of your black and silver aluminium, with the larger chain mixing alongside the smaller chain as well. Queues on the lines of around about 2 to 3 minutes. I do have very, 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 very busy offers going on today, to the point where if you see something that you want, that you like the look of, I suggest you pick up the phone before we even show the price. I do suggest that if it's not right for you, if the price isn't right, just put the phone down, okay? That's cool with us, we appreciate that. If it's not your right budget, then that's okay. But I can say to you now is that based on what's happening today, I've got a lot of people who are picking up the phone early, and the earlier you pick up the phone, the more guaranteed you are to get what you want. So pick up the phone early. If it's the right price, of which we're pushing boundaries today, you've probably got the sense of that, then stay on the phone and we'll process your call. If it isn't the right price, then just pop your phone down, and then of course the next person in line will be answered, yeah, etc. So the good news is that we have got quite a lot of things going on for the rest of the show, where we hopefully have got enough stock to go around, but I can't guarantee that. I can't guarantee that. Okay, so first come, first served. Congratulations if you got that. Okay, hey, I'll put that there because I've done that and I'm trying to keep organised. You are definitely going to want to be on the phone lines early for this one. You definitely need to be on the phone lines early. This is one of those bundles which just makes sense. Just totally makes sense. 150 solid sterling silver findings. Now you're getting there a combination of your earring posts, 20 of those. You are getting 10 of your lock clasps. You're getting 50 of your closed jump rings, 20 of your butterfly backs, and 50 of your crimp beads. This makes sense. This bundle absolutely makes sense. And for what? You have no idea what I've just been told in my ear, but if you've just said the price of this offer, is that what you're talking about? Is that the price that you're talking of this? I'd have suggested, right, I'm going to say it again what you're getting, and you'll understand what my reaction when you then see the price. I'm going to tell you one more time what you're getting. This we really, oh, can we, solid sterling silver, remember, this is not the silver plating, this is solid sterling silver. I'd like to remind my beautiful producer, Deanna, that we have one of the bosses sitting right beside us right now. Just want to remind you that. We have got here, we've got earring posts, excuse me, 20 of those. You have got 10 of your spring lock clasps. You have got 50 of your closed jump rings, 20 of your butterfly backs, and 50 of your crimp beads. Solid sterling silver. I need to have a drink. Hang on, I just need to... Gin, vodka, anybody? Oh my goodness. Really, 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 really. Now, for those who got the pearls yesterday, if you got those pearls and I said, all I'm thinking is that just get a post and just pop on a single pearl and you've just got a simple stud pearl earring, these are the posts you're talking about. Solid stud. If you're getting pearls and you want to make a simple pair of stud earrings, you want them to be in sterling silver, don't you? So this is what I was talking about. So all I was thinking is just all you need is one simple pearl hanging from that, and then you've got your post, you get your butterfly clasp, and hey presto, you've got yourself one really stylish pair of earrings. We don't really sell the posts very often, do we? I'm trying to think of the last time we sold them like this. I don't even remember the last time I put them on air, actually. They are solid sterling silver. I don't think they come in the kits even now, do they? We don't put our butter, not very often.
No, not. It tends to be just the shepherd's hooks in the kits now.
Yeah, it does. Maybe we could mix that up a little bit. That might be quite an idea. Yeah. Do a bit of a mixture. Yeah. Claire's just went, yeah, thanks, Vic. That's more work for me when I need to take pictures of them. Sorry, doll. You've got there all of these looks. I will show you the little clasps as well, so I know that you've got a view of all of the different findings. I'm giving you all this information so that I can't be accused of not giving everybody equal information to make the decision if they want these. Sorry to just drop that. If you want to join me on this offer, you're getting 150 solid sterling silver findings, and your price tag, if I said less than £20, would you be impressed? Sorry. Sorry, I really do like my job. I'd like that officially known, I really like my job. If I don't come back, it's because they've sacked me, right? I'd like it known that I'm not going to walk out of the building. I'm sorry, but it's brilliant. $17.95 for solid sterling, 150 pieces of solid sterling silver for $17.95. I don't want to talk about Christmas, but I kind of feel like we've already had Wall of Fame people talking about Christmas, so maybe there are a lot, and I think really it's different if you're thinking about for buying gifts, but if you're making gifts, it's a little bit different. I think in jewellery making terms, we do have to just think forward planning. You know, you can't just whip up a nice piece of jewellery straight away for everybody for Christmas. And I don't want to talk about the C word too early. I know that people will be probably looking at me going, oh, don't do Dervix. I'm only bringing it up because of this type of offer. Because really, you could be making yourself a beautiful pair of 10 pairs of earrings. You could be making some feature necklines or bracelets and things like that, and you've got all of solid sterling silver findings to do it. And I'm just thinking, planning ahead, thinking about it. If you know you've got that idea that you want to make for Christmas or you want to make for a different event, then the good news is you can do that, but get this offer now and you've got your stash good to go. $17.95 is all you pay for solid sterling silver, the real deal. Sterling silver right now is one of the highest price points that you can probably expect in the jewelry industry because it's commanding probably some of the best gemstones that normally you would expect diamonds to be in gold and platinum. These days, it really is a case of diamonds sit just as much in silver as well. The number's there, 0800 644 655. Join us at www.jewellerymaker.com. A phenomenal offer. Now, I have just said about the pearls, and how about I just try and fit in this offer with an idea. I have got lots of people on the lines for that findings offer. It's called Sterling Work, and as you can see there, STGC 42. STGC 42, okay? I would say to you, if you've got a phone in your hand now, as long as you stay on those lines, you will be successful on that. I think we've got enough to go around. Okay, so with that in mind, if you've got a phone in your hand, just keep it there and we can guarantee pretty much that you will be successful. Unless somebody comes along and buys 30 or 40, then I can't guarantee it, but fingers crossed. Right, if you've got that, and I've just said about maybe getting the matching look with a pair of pearls with those beautiful posts, what about these pearls? Well, actually, what about the coloured pearls? They're almost exactly like my Tahitian pearls. I'm going to show you this first. What about making a nice pair of pearl earrings like that? Can you imagine just a simple wire, simple detail, and then just having that as a pearl drop? That would look pretty, wouldn't it? Well, I have, and we talked about it yesterday, so you know what if you're watching yesterday, you know what I'm going to say. I've got Tahitian pearl stud earrings. Loads of lovely compliments about them. They are quite large, and actually with this outfit, sometimes if I'm wearing this outfit out and about, I'll often wear them because they match. They've got that similar like steel quality to them. Those beautiful tones of colour, almost identical to my Tahitian pearl. Absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm thinking, now it was with Laura, no it wasn't, it was B, wasn't it? It was with B a couple of days ago. It was Tuesday night, Monday night, I can't remember when I was working, but did you see her technique where literally she takes the stone and then wraps the wire around just once and then brings out the wire to create a post for the earring? It was definitely with B, wasn't it? It was definitely B who did that technique because I think it's one of her notes. It'll be on Facebook if you have access to a computer. It will be on Facebook, and I think that if you want to create a lovely simple pair of stud earrings, you might not. You might want to go neckline. You might want to go. I'm just saying, if you want to create something simple, you've got those posts that we've just brought to you. You could do it that way, or you could do the B style where wrapping the wire and creating the post from the wire. So 1, 2. Oh, that's nice. 3 strands. Do you like the look of this? Well, I tell you what, you've got to. A combination. White, cultured, pearl, side, drilled, small nuggets. Multicolour potato pearls with rings, and then you've got your white cultured pearls. Absolutely amazing quality. The lovely detail, the lovely style. Now, these pearls are coming your way in a 3-strand offer. We've already talked about using pearls in wire work. We do have a course that runs regularly. If you want to learn how to create something special with your wire work, we're going to tell you a little bit more about it, and then I'm going to come straight back with this 3-strand pearl offer. And then of course, it's Zavarite Garnet time, premiere offer to look forward to.
Join guest designer Laura Binding on our intermediate wirework course. The aim of the course is to enhance your wirework skills and take your designs to the next level. You will learn more advanced weaving and binding techniques, which you can incorporate into your jewellery. The full course includes a selection of gauges of wire, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, a copy of the Wirework Tutorial DVD Edition 3, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and chance to meet the presenters, and a visit to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just £79.95. To book your place, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
So that wirework course, very, very popular. The next available course, I think I'm going to say, is in October. Let's say, I remember right in saying it's around about 27th of October. I think it's around, I remember Laura mentioning it. Not funny that I remembered. I've got a really dreadful memory in it, I remembered that. 27th of October for the next intermediate wire work course. They're taking the mickey out because I don't remember anything and then I remember that. How odd is that? Okay. We have this amazing 3-strand offer. 3-strand offer. In the break there, Deanna made a decision. She made a decision because if you saw yesterday, of which we know there was loads of people watching yesterday, and to everybody who sent in text and emails and things saying how much they enjoyed yesterday, thank you so much. I mean, you probably guessed we did put a lot of hard work in, as we do with all of our themed retro shows. It does take a lot of energy, but it's worth every second of energy we put in, because, you know, you reap the rewards. And also it's a great atmosphere. It's lovely walking into a building where you know you're going to have fun every day. I can promise you, I know I'm blessed with the job that I've got. In particular, I don't know about you, but when we start to talk about pearls, it's almost a no-brainer when you come to Jewellery Maker. You got to buy pearls from us, because I don't see the sense in buying pearls anywhere else, because the price point's so different to us. I have to tell you that what we're about to do now, if you watched yesterday, we're about to outdo our yesterday pricing on pearls. I'm saying it again because you're probably just gone, as she just said that. Because if you did see yesterday, we did some ridiculously good prices on pearls. In fact, I'll tell you now, I did an 8 to 9 millimetre strand of white pearls for £9.95. That's what I did yesterday, okay? I did one strand of 8 to 9 millimetre pearls for £9.95. So by that respect, you should be looking around about, well, these are larger, these are around about that size, and obviously be looking around about what, the £27 to £30 price bracket. I mean, even if we took it under £24, then that would be impressive, wouldn't it? I'm just trying to break it down, because I'm just thinking, well, these are 12 to 14 millimetre. Okay, so your multicoloured ones, 12 to 14 millimetre. Then you've got your 10 millimetre. Then you've got those gorgeous, I love the organic feel to these pearls. They are 7 to 9 mil. So you are looking at some serious, sizable pearls within this strand. This strand offer, these 3 strands, without doubt, should not be going any lower than £24.95. Because you know that all you needed to be watching yesterday. Literally, if you were watching yesterday, you know the pricing of our 7 to 9 mil pearls. You know the pricing of our larger pearls. You know what you should be paying for individual strands. So if you base it on that, we shouldn't be taking this any lower than £24.95. Any lower than £24.95 doesn't make sense, because that would mean a tenner, and a fiver. That doesn't make sense in principle, because you're getting larger. We were actually doing the larger pearls for £14.95. Actually, I think we might have done the 4. So with that in mind, £24.95, when we shouldn't be taking a penny off that price. You've got to agree with me on that. £19.95 is all you pay. Less than £20 is all you pay on 3 strands of feature pearls. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. An awesome offer. The world's your oyster, and rightly so, with an offer like this. If you break it down, if you just make sense of the pricing that we do individually, and yet you're paying £19.95. Absolutely awesome offer. Congratulations to everybody who's watching today. It's a privilege to be presenting on a day like today, when I get to bring you a premiere of Zavarite, but I also get to bring you 3 strands of pearls for less than £20. An amazing chance to make a difference to your jewellery collection. The number's at the bottom of the screen to dial. 0800 644 655 is a free phone number. You can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. And either way, whichever way you're going to try and purchase this, you will have to make sure that you purchase right now to guarantee that you'll get this. In terms of quantities so far today, we've pretty much sold out of everything. Now, on repeat, if you're watching on repeat, you probably will experience the fact where you've tried to buy something and you've gone, oh, I'm really sorry, it's sold out. I'm sorry about that, but it's always worth trying, because you never know. If somebody puts something in their basket and then they forget to check out, then the thing is, then it comes back into our stock list. So 1 and 2s, 3s and 4s sometimes come back into our stock list. So you might be the one, if you're watching on repeat, to get those. If if you've bought on the web today, if you've put something into your basket today, I gotta tell you, this is the day where you've got to just instantly check out, because if you don't check out straight away, there's every chance you miss out. I've got queues on the lines, and I don't want anybody to miss out on offers like this. I genuinely don't. $19.95 is all you pay. So your feature size pearls, I mean, almost Tahitian colourings that you're getting from these pearls. Almost, I mean, Tahitian pearl from the back-lipped oyster. Get this, this is me information fact. Are you ready? From the Tuamotu Gambier Archipelago Lagoons. From the Tuamotu Gambier Archipelago Lagoons. I can't say it any faster than that. That's as fast as I can. Yeah, in Tahiti, there's, in particular for black-lipped oyster pearls, and there's one lagoon in particular that they source from that has the small, the more tranquil waters, and that's the Tuamotu Gambier Archipelago Lagoons in Tahiti. I know. You know when you learn something and you can't believe that you actually remembered it. Like, I can't remember what I did yesterday most of the time, and yet I can remember that one word. I mean, it was ridiculous. Oh yeah, I was rationed yesterday, wasn't I? That's right, I was being rationed yesterday. We decided that we really needed to do more of those kind of days. But I said that's fine as long as I don't have to wear that size of hat and that weight of hat on my head. They are so heavy. And then they went, yes, but Vicky, they had to protect heads. I was like, oh yeah, that made sense that they were that heavy then. But I couldn't put my head down without feeling like I was about to hit my head off. It was that heavy on my head. Congratulations if you got that. Yeah, and the gas mask box around my head. Gas mask. Right. You're probably just going, Vicky, stop talking. It's time, man. It's time. Because I said straight after midday, we were going to do something special. I'm kind of inclined to say the phone lines are quite busy at the moment for that pearl offer, and I don't want to really bring this straight away without knowing that there's every chance that... I tell you what, I'm going to give you a quick sneaky peek of the kit that's to come, because if I do that, I might be able to get, you know, the phone lines might just, you know, be answered fast enough for me to then be able to ring the Zavrite so everybody has equal on that one. Is that fair to say, Deanna? Is that okay? Okay, Deanna says that's cool. Thanks, Doll. Only because I want fair. I want everybody to have equal chance, because if people have missed out on Russian diopside, you're probably going to want to have the equal opportunity to get the Zavrite, and that is a premiere today. We've never done the Zavrite before. So I do want... So I'll give you a bit of a sneaky peek of what's to come. So still within the show, we have this kit. You've got there that magnificent amethyst and magnificent agate combination. Those purples are so rich. And I know Tom's doing a close-up here, but Tom, any chance of just sweeping around and showing one, just, it doesn't matter, I mean, literally one of those feature pieces of jewellery that has been made by Hannah today, you'll understand. Oh. You got this kit, did you just again go, huh?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm a big purple fan, obviously, with my top.
You're not, are you?
Yeah, who'd have thought it? But yeah, so I felt like I'd been given a little present.
Not being funny, and I don't know the answer to this, so I'm asking an absolute open, honest question, right? Did you actually yourself these kits?
No, I didn't, because I was actually away when these kits were allocated. So I do quite often, Paula and I tend to allocate kits out to designers.
So
but I was away, so when I came back and it was like, these are your kits for the next show, I was like,
and I didn't even have to like kind of make that happen for myself. You mean I didn't have to coerce this? I'm impressed.
Yeah, no, it felt like a little prezi. It was quite nice.
Yeah. Welcome back. Yeah. They are. I mean, this is the third kit of the day, and it's sensational. Absolutely incredible opportunity. Still to come as well. Coming up probably a little bit later than we planned when I'm looking at the clock now. Possibly a little bit later than we planned, but hopefully not. Rutile quartz, but golden rutile quartz. Truly exquisite, truly magnificent. This really is a gemstone for everyone at the moment. I mean, every time I've put it on air so far, probably in the past 3 or 4 weeks, we've sold out in a second, and I know that that's going to happen with this one because it's just so perfect to go with the first kit we did today with that citrine. So good luck to everybody for that one. Right about 15 minutes time, I'm hoping I'll be able to fit that one in, hopefully. But in the meantime, Premier. Never been seen on Jewellery Maker before. You're saying don't pick up the phone just yet. Right, Deanna is saying don't pick up the phone just yet, okay? I will tell you, the moment that I know that it's time for you to pick up the phone, I'll tell you this. Please don't pick up the phone. It's not on the website yet, right? It's not available to anybody. Nobody can buy this. Right? Everybody is going to have equal opportunity to buy this. We will give you a heads up when we're going to open up the phone lines. We will give you a heads up when we're going to give everybody on the website the chance to buy this. I promise you, we will make this as fair as possible, but we need to clear the lines to then make sure that we can do that on an equal forum. So let me introduce it. I'll repeat, don't pick up the phones now, because if you pick up the phones, then you won't get this allocated to you because I can't do that until the graphics come on, okay? The call centre will just say, I'm really sorry, it's not available yet, and you'll have to hang up, and there's every chance that then you'll miss out altogether. Okay, so just give us that chance to introduce this to you. Let me tell you a little bit more about this gemstone, because if you've never seen it before, then you're probably wondering why everybody wants it. This is Tsavorite garnet. It is one of the rarest gemstones that we have in our vaults right now. The simple facts are that this is one of the newest gemstones that has been discovered in this century. It was actually only discovered in 1967 by Campbell R. Bridges. He was exploring Tanzania mainly, but went in, and when he went in to source this gemstone, when he first found it, really absolutely was solidly in the fact that he'd found another mine of emeralds, because Tanzania, Zambia and all those areas are renowned for their emerald yield. When he then investigated this gemstone had never been discovered. 1967, it is one of the newest gemstones to any gem collector. This is a stone. This is the stone that was discovered at the same time as tanzanite. Now, the simple fact is that this is a stone that has the same beauty of desirability as tanzanite. This is a stone has the ultimate in qualities of delivering intensities of colour. Now, Campbell R. Bridges, when he first found it, knew he'd found something exciting when he realised it wasn't emerald. Actually, it's grossular garnet. It is the pure beauty of grossular garnet. Sometimes you would classify this as the ultimate in the garnet colours. This is a gemstone that was found in Tanzania, but he was blocked from actually mining it. He wasn't allowed. He was not allowed to source it in Tanzania. He then spent almost, I think, something like a decade following the vein from Tanzania under the ground, following the vein that led him into Kenya. Imagine that, spending that period of time following a vein just to source it in another country. The vein led him into the Tsavo National Park in Kenya, where he then sourced it and named it Tsavorite. From the original mining location, we bring you this gemstone. It is one of the smallest deposited gemstones that there is on the planet right now. Tiny mining regions, tiny mine. Right, just to put it in perspective, the mining location Tanzanite is a 5-kilometre stretch. The mining location for Tsavorite is 1.2 kilometres in its location. Makes you think, doesn't it? So you know the rarity of Tanzanite, you know that this is a must-have gemstone for your collection. Can I thank everybody for just holding off and not picking up the phones? Now I tell you, this is your time to own Tsavorite garnet, the premier offer on Jewellery Maker. to buy. Dial now if you want this in your collection. This is not about jewellery making, this is about gemstone collections. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. You can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. The rarity of Tsavorite garnet, the sumptuous deliverance of some of the finest gemstones we have ever had in our vaults, and we bring them to you. Oh my goodness me, can I just say, if you can pick up my goosebump, I've literally just got right up my spine goosebumps for this moment, because it's a privilege, an absolute honour on my behalf to introduce one of the world's finest. I've got another just right up my back, it's just gone like that again, because this is one of the first times I've ever introduced a gemstone to a channel, and this is the privilege on my behalf of giving you the rarity, the desirability of Tsavorite garnet for less than £30, $29.95 for the ultimate collector's gem of the moment. Congratulations if you do receive this. We are offering you this in strict rotation. That therefore means that if you picked up the phone, 5th person on those phone lines will be the 5th person to be answered. 20th person on the phone lines, 20th person to be answered. That's how we'll work it. $29.95 for the ultimate of Tsavorite garnet. This is a gemstone that literally one gentleman fought to bring this to us. One gentleman had the passion and the integrity to be able to lead pretty much 10 years through the country, outside of Tanzania and into Kenya, to be able to bring this gemstone to you. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit more information, because there's something else you need to know about this stone. And it's something that influences us bringing it to you. This is a gemstone that is mined in Kenya. The mining regions are very small, and the miners themselves are almost like, it's very, very insular mining. Therefore, very close-knit people who literally mine. It is hand mined. We are talking about literally using shovels and picks, not the kind of tanzanite mining that you'll find in the locations literally throughout the globe these days, where we're talking about JCBs and diggers. None of that. We're talking hand mining, and yet they're still leading us. They now have to go 200 feet underground, hand mining 200 feet underground to get this gemstone to you. And yet look at the rewards when they do that. $29.95. This is what genuine gemstones is all about. This is about rarity and beauty and opportunity, and that's what you're getting here. I've got queues on the lines and we're processing your call as fast as we can. Massive congratulations to you. The ultimate in desirability. It's not just about rarity, because the simple fact is things can be rare, but they can be ugly. But that's not what you're looking at here. This is rare and beauty at exactly the same combination of desirability. The most incredible aesthetics, excuse me, of intense, breathtaking colours, apple greens, light play bursting into each aspect. I've got half the stock allocated, and now I'm going to tell you now, we had a really exciting quantity. Now, because of the mining itself, because of those small pockets that have been mined within regions, we are struggling to get hold of this. It's taken us 2.5 years, literally 2.5 years to get to the point to put this as a premiere on our channel. And I don't know how much we can get hold of, because and I spoke to Steve about this. Steve's our boss, and Steve goes out and literally goes to the mining region so he can get, so it's one of the biggest gem mine buyers in the world. And if you ever come to our studios, we'll take you to our museum. We have got one of the largest mineral museums in the country. And you can come to our studios and see that. We've got the largest morganite, pure crystal in the world. Faceted crystal in the world. I know, it's really cool, because also people tune into our channel and go, oh yeah, it's a shopping channel. Oh yeah, whoa, 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 whoa. I won't have you saying that, sister. Because the thing is that we are so much more than that. We are the genuine gemstone company. We are passionate about bringing you an integrity of quality to your jewellery, whether you're making it or buying it from us. Gems TV is our sister channel, so you can buy jewellery from us, or alternatively, you can come to Jewellery Maker, and you can absolutely get the ultimate way of getting quality gemstones and make it for yourself. So you're making making what you want from this quality of gemstone. $29.95. It is a considered purchase, but it is the ultimate gemstone of choice. It really is. It was named by Tiffany's. Did I just drop that in there? Did I just drop that in? I was just going to say, sorry, did you hear that? It was named by Tiffany's. Henry Platt, who was at the time the chief executive of Tiffany's, and Campbell R. Bridges, who first discovered it, named this gemstone. It was a bit like morganite. It was an exclusive stone to Tiffany's for a while, and this is a stone that has that type of regard gemologically right up there. Named, but I have to move on. I have to move on. I don't want to move on. I want to just keep on talking about this gemstone. I just want to keep on talking about it. Congratulations, $29.95, Zavorite Garnet. Absolutely. I'll just hold out so you can see the full strand, so I know that I've shown you the full strand for $29.95. What a privilege to launch that gemstone. As I say, named by Tiffany's, discovered one of the newest gemstones on the planet. We get to bring it to you. What an honour, what an honour. Thank you very much for your company today. We have still got an amazing kit to fit in, and I've got that golden rutile quartz. Can I do the quartz yet? No. Deanna says no. Deanna's my producer, for anybody who doesn't know Deanna. She's lovely, but she's really, really harsh sometimes, because I just want to go onto that rutile quartz, and she says no. What do I have to do then? New kit. But I said we were going to do that at past. And then we've got delayed, and then, all right, we're going with the kit. It's live TV, I'm sticking with it. I'm just going with the flow. I just gave a time, and I don't like not doing things when I give a time. Okay, we got delayed. Hello, Deanna. There she is. Hiya, Deanna. That's Deanna, my producer, everyone. She's ruling me with an iron rod today, because normally I just go, well, tough, I want to go under that rutile quartz, but she said, no, definitely not. I've got to do the kit first, because we need to go and see this technique, because we have got a really cool technique to show you. And so let's get on with this kit, and as soon as I possibly can. We are bringing you here the richest and deepest and most dramatic of strands. You have here a combination of intense velvet amethysts, and then that backdrop of deep amethyst is then matched and probably given even more intensity by those beautiful banded agate, and of course the matching feature stuff. I mean, it's just all there. Take a look here. Do you reckon? Gorgeous, isn't it? Black agate with those lovely 12mm rounds gives that almost nighttime intensity to this lovely richness of the banded agate and the drop amethyst facets. I mean, oh, just delightful. It's so intense, it's so rich in colour. It really, really does. It just bursts with something sophisticated, something really, really dramatic. That's the word, dramatic. Now you're getting some serious carat weights here. You're getting, what, 700? Well over 700, nearly 800 carats of genuine gemstones. And again, that intensity from this strand. Extraordinary, absolutely extraordinary. And I love that this kit takes the colours and then makes it even more exciting by matching it with those rich colours of your purple silver plated copper 0.8mm gauge wire. Those colours are just so incredible, aren't they? They are deep, they are intense. There's so much to indulge in with this combination. So you've got your wire, you've got your strands. I mean, do you want to just quickly see that amber against the wire? Isn't that just extraordinarily perfect? I just love that type of intensity from gemstones. I normally go for lighter colours because I wear quite a lot of black in my clothes. I often go for lighter colours in my jewellery. So I don't have any amethyst in my collection. And for a gemstone that I absolutely adore, it's really interesting that I just don't own it at all. But actually, I know for a lot of people, it's the exact opposite. I know a lot of people just can't get enough of amethyst, that literally once you've got amethyst, you just want more and more and more. This kit is answering your needs, probably answering my needs as well, in terms of getting it in my jewellery collection, because not only do you get that richness from the amethyst, you're also getting that banded colour from the agate. And the banded agate is just fab, because you've got there those shades of deep purples like the amethyst, but you've also got much more lighter tones coming through. So you've got the whites against then the creams against the blush and the pinks, and you've got all those colours coming together in one strand. So you've got a lot of colour texture just being added by that one strand. And then just to add on, and it does feel like quite it almost might, it's a perfect name for this kit, because it feels like you've got that midnight intense black colour from then the agate, just to add that real intense. I keep on saying the word intense, but it's the only word that that's what sums this up. It's very, very seductive colours that you've got here. So you've got all of that, plus you're also getting a lot more. Because of course with us, with your kits, you're getting your monofilament, your elastic, you're also getting your beading thread, and you're also getting your sterling silver findings. Now in total, you're looking here at a combination of 10 head pins, 10 eye pins, 10 crimp beads, 2 pairs of shepherd hooks, 3 open jump rings in the 5mm, 3 open jump rings in the 8mm, and 3 of those solid sterling silver spring lock bolt ring clasps. All of those 46 solid sterling silver findings come together for one kit at a price of $24.95. Now, if you tried to make this kit up yourself with the wire, with the gemstones, with all of the other ingredients, including the silver, the simple facts are you would not anywhere near hit the price of $24.95. Over £38 it would cost you. Over £38 it would cost you if you tried to make this kit up yourself. If you went on I'm not asking you to buy elsewhere, I mean literally go onto our website and literally make up this kit. I'll have those drop amethyst, I'll have that black agate, I'll have those gorgeous banded agate, I'll get that beautiful purple wire. If you individually, over £38 you'd expect to pay, and yet you're getting it for $24.95. The kits are amazing value for money in my mind. Value for money just based on our pricing. I'm not even saying value for money based on anywhere else. I'm not even talking about doing your price researching elsewhere. I'm talking about doing your price researching on our own website. That's why when we make these kits up, there's no hesitation needed. You just got to know we've got a great price to offer you. You could pay $38 or you could pay $24.95. It's up to you, but I know which price tag I like the most of. $24.95 is already paid. We're going to head over and see some of the amazing jewellery that Hannah's made, because it is very, very dramatic.
Yes, I think dramatic's probably the best word for it. Just simply the mixture of colours and like some of the size of the beads, and then I've gone a bit wacky with it and made some little wire embellishments to it. So
I don't think
yeah.
it's wacky. I don't know. I just think it's detail that's just adding that lovely
bit
curvature.
extra.
Yeah, it's just fab. And the wire lends itself to that though, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, this wire's lovely. I really like using it, but I haven't used it very much. So it's like it's kind of experimenting for me again. So with the weaving, it's just second nature, and I just carry on. But for this, I'm thinking, oh, well, if I try this, what's it going to look like?
Yeah.
And actually, sometimes they come out and you think, yeah, I like that. I'm going to repeat that and turn it into a feature.
And it is a feature. It really is a fantastic feature. Where you've got that, it's almost like little vines.
Yeah.
That you've laid down to the flower, haven't
little
you?
passion flowers or something.
Can you see them
Yeah.
here, guys? Yay! How cool is that? And that's with the wire.
Yeah, that's just using the wire. It's a very simple technique as well, but...
And you're, I mean, you're not naturally into wire work, are you? So for those people who are watching right now and looking at this kit going, oh, I don't know what to do with wire because I don't do wire yet, that Hannah is exactly the same.
Just have a go. I mean, we've got Louise and Laura and Rachel who are, and Gemma, they're all really, really good. There's loads of people that are really, really talented with the wire, and I'm kind of having a go.
But
so
that's okay.
Don't be afraid of it though.
Because you get the wire as part of the kit, right? But that therefore means that you don't have to feel like you have to use it, you know. But the nice thing is that you can experiment and maybe get the wire work. We've got a few wire work DVDs.
We've got 3 now.
4, I think, actually.
Is it 4 as well? Oh, crikey, there's lots going on, aren't there?
Yeah. So if you want to get involved in and start to experience how to work with wire, there's lots of different DVDs on our website, or speak to our call centre and they'll lead you through the different ones. We've got like beginners ones, we've also got, I mean, we've got workshops that work alongside it, you know, our courses where we do a beginners one with Louise, and then we have an intermediate one with Laura. So we've got different ways to introduce you to wire work. So if you are somebody who wants to get involved in wire, but you don't quite know how to start, this is a really nice way to try it out. And if it works for you, then we've got lots of other support ways of trying to back that up, as I say, with the DVDs, or alternatively come in and you can come and join one of our workshops that happen literally probably every 2 or 3 weeks. We try and bring in a different wire work technique.
Definitely. There's all sorts going on.
Always, it's always something going on. It's exciting. I never know what's going to happen next. Right then, what exactly is the essentials to this design? To this
basically. I've started with the flowers, so for each one you need 5 of your drop amethysts because they become your petals, and then you need a length of wire, but you probably need maybe twice as much as you'd expect you need. Okay. Simply because we're going to wrap the wire around itself and then make the little zigzag stamen, or stem rather. Okay, fine. So yeah, I don't know how long that is. It's kind of
half a metre, just over half a metre,
yeah, something like that. But you probably don't need that much. It's just a case of I feel confident in doing it with this length of wire, and then you can cut the bits off and save them for earrings or something. Absolutely. If you wanted to. Yeah. So all I'm doing then, because the drops are naturally pear-shaped. You want the, I was going to say fat bottom bit. You can see that. You want the rounded end to go on first with your first one. Yeah. And then you need the opposite direction with your second one. Okay. So they kind of come up together like that. Okay. You need to thread them on to about halfway. Mm-hmm. And then all you do is you take one end, and twist it over the end of the second bead that you threaded on. Like that. Yeah. And then there's no real rhyme or reason, it's just you kind of trap it by winding the wire between the 2 beads. I've got very hot hands, which is going to make this quite awkward now, sorry. That's all right. So if I just wrap it around. Like that. As you can see, I'm no great expert with the wire. So it just traps that one on the end. Yeah. And then you start threading the other ones on and do the same thing. So this one, as long as the points all meet in the middle, that then goes on to the next piece. Thread it down. And just wrapping the wire around so it gets trapped. Like that. Yeah. And keep going until you've got 5
And you're
petals.
using the same length all the time, so you've still got this long one.
Yeah, leaving whichever one you start wrapping the beads with, leave the other length alone because that's going to be the stem. Okay. So I'm just going to tuck that one onto there. Then just wrap that around there and through the middle. Oops. You might want to use your pliers to help you pull it tight as well. A little gap there, like so, and then the last one, same thing again. Put that on there. It's because I bent the wire slightly so it wasn't so easy to thread on. And tuck that one in as well. And then just keep wrapping it around the middle. Let's get in there. And you're trying to wrap this last little piece so that it disappears almost into the middle of your flower. Okay. bit scruffy, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
So you end up with your 5 petals all together in the middle, like that. Like that.
It's good, it's good, it's good.
And try and straighten out your wire a little bit. And then just using your round nose pliers, all I'm going to do, in fact, they're quite thin, but you might want to use the end of the pliers because I've made quite large loops, so I'm going to do that now, I think. I'm using the handle of the pliers, and I'm just going to pop that in at one side.
Yeah.
And just bend the wire over the top.
Yeah.
And then do it the other way. Oops. It's probably easier with pliers, but the pliers I've got at home are slightly larger. Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
You get the idea. So you start to do it. You can even do it with your fingers, look, if you don't want to faff around with pliers. Depends on how dexterous you are. So depending on what look you want, just keep twisting and bending the wire so you get a little wiggle. So this one's quite a wide wiggle, like that. Or you can make it smaller, whatever you like. And then with the little bit that's left over, you just make a little loop at the end. So just cut some off. And then this one is what you attach it to the necklace with. So it's like a component that you can then thread on as though it was another bead. Just go like that. Just a bit of a twist. Like that, I hope you can see. Just a little loop at the end like that. So when you're threading onto your necklace, you might want to turn it that way actually. So it's at angles, right angles. And then when you're threading it onto your necklace, you just literally thread it on as though it was a bead, and then make sure there's a few beads between your stems.
How fantastic.
Very simple. And if I can do it, anybody can do it.
And that is just, and yes, it's such a way to get involved in wire work without feeling too overawed by it.
Yeah.
You know, because you could have done that with beading thread in terms of the actual floral design.
Yeah.
You could have actually done that with the wire, with the beading thread, and then just created the wire detail.
Yeah.
But just to start to manipulate, start to work with that wire, just to get a feel of it. And that's perfect, isn't it?
I think one of the things I'm finding about the wire is that you don't have to be too precious about it. You can be quite organic and it still looks really quite effective. So, you know, it's a perfect thing for somebody that hasn't tried it before, because there's no real fear. You just wind it round itself and see what you end up with.
Well, I'm definitely thinking that you're going to give that one a go. Well, I wouldn't expect anything else in terms of those beautiful flowers. $24.95 for this Twilight Jewellery Kit. Very limited in stock now. We do have availability left on it, but very restricted stock. So if you would like to join us, you're getting amethyst, you're getting the beautiful 2 strands of agate as well, of course, with those purple banded agates to add to that richness of colour. And you're getting the wire, as you've seen, the wire coming in very handy on this one. Plus, you're getting solid sterling silver finest. We haven't even talked about the price of sterling silver right now, but if you want to talk about the price of silver, then the simple facts are it's a definite considered purchase. It's certainly something that I would suggest you do your research on if you are going to sell your jewellery at the moment. Of silver right now, so that you reflect that on your prices, because it's very much a considered purchase. $24.95. I don't know how many I've got left, but I'll say I have got some left, a few left. So if you want, okay, restricted stock on this one now, so please be quick on that. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial, and you can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. It's time for the Rutile Quartz. Yes. I'm allowed to go across straight away. Felt like I did a bit of a leap there, sorry. I'm excited. It's time for that golden Rutile Quartz. We've all been on tenterhooks, we've all been awaiting, and now is the answer. We've got it for you right now. A magnificent strand of golden Rutile Quartz. Take a look at this. Just check this out. Absolutely exquisite. exquisite golden rutile quartz. We've got to get a close-up on this one because it's the close-up that then you get to appreciate just each one of the individually beautiful, exquisitely, almost like gold spun quality that you get with these gems. They are truly breathtaking. I mean, every single one, those rutile inclusions, those splinters. Oh, and that close-up just says it all. That close-up says, wow, this is one of our biggest sellers of the moment. This really is one of our ultimate times to buy on this gemstone. We cannot get enough. We just cannot get enough of this gemstone into your collections. Every time we put it to air is the moment that it just disappears as well. You've got that fantastic quality, the golden internal drama, the beautiful individuality of the stones. They are exceptional. If you got the citrine earlier on, then the good news is this is going to be an add it to your order offer. One postage and packing for the whole deal with us, which means you can add as many times as you like on that single P&P. I'm going to have to get straight down onto this offer. I'm going to have to get straight down to this price tag. You're looking here, FYP093 is your code. Golden rutile quartz, puffy coins, 8mm, and your price tag, less than £10, £9.95, one of our biggest sellers of the year. This really is an awesome chance to make a difference to your jewelry collection. Whether you got that citrine kit, because that was a big seller, the citrine kit. If you got the kit, congratulations, this is an absolute must-have. If you didn't, but you want to get those golden flavours, absolutely delightful. I mean, even if you put it as a backdrop, if you put those gorgeous black gate and then you introduce the golden flecks, almost like stars in the sky sparkling against that black backdrop, it would be a magnificent look that you got for your jewellery collection. £9.95 for your golden rutile quartz. Queues on the lines of at least 2 minutes and we're processing your call as fast as we can. It is a free phone number that you're dialing. It's definitely worth being patient with us because if you hang up the phone, you'll miss out. Keep a phone in your hand and we will process in strict rotation, and congratulations. I mean, just look at each one of them. Every one. Oh, look at those. Look at those. Oh, literally just reminds me of Rumpelstiltskin when he spins the gold. Absolutely amazing. Quality, true quality to this design in terms of the jewelry you're going to make. I mean, sometimes, you know, Hannah, you don't need to do a lot with a strand like this to get a big impact, do you? No, definitely not, because it's got the golden little, what are they called? Is it inclusion? Yeah, I call them clarity characteristics. Okay. They're more like kind of splinters, rather than being, like, inclusions are almost a negative to a gemstone. Okay. But actually, this is an addition. Emerald and something like rutile quartz, it's a bonus, it's what you want. Yes. You know, it's just, and I often think that inclusions or clarity characteristics, as they would be graded as, you know, in the gem world, you'd call them as clarity characteristics. Yes. In principle, they have the aspect of telling you that it's a genuine gemstone, because really, you can't replicate it. Exactly. Synthetics will never match this. No. They'll never create anything like this because they'll have much more of a symmetry to them, much more of a, there's nothing like this. And it's going back to the lux again. It's a little flash of gold in the middle of your genuine gemstone. So I know it's a gold colour rather than actual gold, but you know, to look at it, you really do start to marvel and think, wow, that's quite an intense gemstone in its own right. So you don't need to do a lot? So you don't, no, not at all. Really don't. I mean, if you've got the citrine kit, that would be lovely because the colours blend together fabulously. But I think just on its own, it's beautiful in its own right. And the thing is that with the size of them, you could actually create something very, very delicate and something very ornate, but actually flourish it. You know where you've just done that wire work? You could just get some nice gold wire and just flourish, and you could almost imagine replicating the internal inclusions, those internal rutile textures within your jewellery. Yeah, definitely. Mimic it almost. Yes, exactly. The individuality of a strand like this is extraordinary. Half the stock is allocated. I still got the chance for you to join us. I've got a lot of people still queuing on those lines, and we do see you there. You are going to be processed very, very quickly. I've got a lot of people who are very much adding to their order today. It's 1 P&P for the whole day, so it's £2.95 for your standard delivery. You buy from us this morning, you can add to your order this evening with our late show, 5 till 9, or watch on repeat if you missed this morning earlier on and you want to see what else we got. We did a lot of sellouts. We've done pretty much sellouts throughout the day today, but you know, there might be bits and pieces that we still have available in stock, so if you see something that you want, you can add to your order. 1 P&P for the whole day, £9.95 is all you pay. Absolutely glorious look, and I've still got to say to you, a real bonus treat, a real bonus for you gem collectors out there. £9.95. I love the glow. I love the glow of this. If you've just got that, congratulations. If you are still on the phone lines, there is still a substantial queue, but it's worth holding because I still have allocation, I still have availability. So if you're on those lines, this is still available, so you've still got the chance to own it. We know how popular it is, so we managed to get a really decent stock in it. But I have every suggestion that with the people on the phone lines, it'll be a restricted availability, but it is still available, okay? So congratulations to you. £9.95 is all you pay for that fantastic golden rutile quartz. Before we head over for our challenge, of which you have just done some beauties.
Thank you.
Oh, I like them. Oh, I like them a lot. That's the yes, you're gonna like this. I love that rosewood.
I do as well.
Really love that colour of the rosewood. Yeah. Against the rose gold as well.
It's perfect. Yeah.
That's coming up. But before that, I'm going to fit this in. This is a bit one of those sneaky ones that at the end of the show you think that we've nearly done, and then you go, oh no, we haven't. Oh no, 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 no. Check this out. A combination of Botswana agate in your large nuggets. They are feature-sized nuggets, if you ask me. 20 by 15 millimetre in your Botswana agate. You've also got your snowflake obsidian in your plain rounds. Those are 10 millimetre. And I haven't seen this gemstone for a long time. Poppy jasper. Yes, small nuggets. My little niece is called Poppy. Hey, Pops. My daughter. Oh, we haven't showed the picture of my daughter. We still haven't done it. Oh my goodness me. Oh, I've got a memory like a sieve I have. Honestly, ridiculous. My daughter has just started dance class today at my cousin's dance school. So I wonder, I can't wait to ring them when the show is finished. Go, how did you get on? Did you do some tap dancing today? Bless them, bless them. Take a look. So your poppy jasper and your snowflake obsidian, plus those amazing, over 500 carats. Over 500 carats of Botswana agate. Glorious individuality. Absolutely beautiful. Your textures that you get from this strand are they're just exquisite. I mean, that one stone takes me just so far into the wonder genuine gemstones. That's what really is it all about, you know, to get that fantastic slicing through the earth's crust, to get that magnificent individuality. It's called autumn and winter, this combination, and well, it sums it up perfectly. You've got the winter snowflakes, you've got the autumnal colours, and then you've got that richness of the russet tones from the poppy jasper. All of this for one price tag. And what a price tag it is. £12.95 is all you pay. Less than £13. Don't forget, that's a double strand of poppy jasper that we're bringing you here. A double strand for one look. £12.95 is all you pay. Congratulations if you get this one. A magnificent look for your jewellery collection. A real feature and a half for those of you who are really heading towards those autumn and winter looks. It's one of those looks that really is going to lend itself throughout the next well, basically in the next 6 months, isn't it? You know, to get the warmth of colour from those poppy jaspers, to get the individuality of the larger nuggets, and on top of that, to get the snowflake obsidian. It's over, let's have a look at that, over 1,000 carats that you're getting here. Over 1,000 carats for $12.95. I know. Amazing, amazing opportunity. Congratulations if you got that one. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial, and you can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. It's time to head over. Oh, I tell you what, I'll give you a quick look now. They've managed to show me. This is my little girl on her first school day. Look at the size of the bag. And look at the size of her. The bag's nearly the same size as her.
Aww.
Well, that's my Georgie on her first day at school. Oh, she's gone. Let me go over. Come on. Let's go for the challenge. The challenge came in and it had lots of different shapes, different colours, different textures. We gave you the rosewood. Yep. We gave you rhodonite. Yep. We gave you those fantastic connectors. And rose gold plated solid sterling silver jump rings.
Absolutely.
And it was one Hannah's. It was called Hannah's bundle, Hannah's collection, and it was your challenge. And look at this for combinations.
It's been good. I've had to raid the stash a little bit, so I found some 0.4 copper wire, which is what I've used to combine with it. But actually, the copper and the rose gold look really cute together.
Don't they just?
So down there, I've just used the little jump rings like embellishments on the top, but it's actually with the copper. It's a slightly paler colour than the copper is, so it's more subtle. But both of them work beautifully with the rosewood, I think.
Don't they?
Really,
I
really
love
cute.
that rosewood.
I do. I've not really used rosewood before, but I've always gone for the dark colours. But yeah, I think it's lovely.
And it's really light. So for those of you who like to get your larger drop earrings, but you don't want that loppy lobe effect. Oh, yes. Well, the good news is that wood is perfect because you can get the drop, but without the lop. You can get the drop without the lop. $16.95 for this combination. We're going to keep that one.
Absolutely.
We're going to remember that. Stole that one. Get the drop without the lop. You also use the connectors really well.
So the bracelet down here is three strands, but on the one side I've connected it with crimp beads, and then just thread the beads on, and then sort of 3 of the rhodonite, 1 of the rosewood, and then sort of separate them and then put them together, put them together, so it's like a pattern. But then on the other side of it, I've brought them all round into one point, and used just a feature clasp as well. So it's kind of like an asymmetrical, quirky bracelet.
Isn't it just?
Quite funky, quite like it. Quite different. Like that. And then my favourite bit is the necklace. Simple stretchy down there.
I just love that stretchy. I'd wear that loads.
Well, anybody can make a stretchy. If you've never made jewellery, that's the best place to start, because you just take a length of elastic, thread on what you want, and tie a double or triple overhand knot, and put a little bit, if you've got glue or clear nail polish, just to hold the knot in place. So very simple, and I'm sure, well, even if you're trying to teach children, that's probably the best place to start as well.
Georgie, my little girl, you've just saying, Georgie and I have done little stretchies.
Oh,
she loves it. She loves it. And the nice thing is that this is a really nice, subtle bracelet that you can really, really wear lots.
Oh, you can wear it a lot with almost anything, because it kind of blends with your skin tone. It's not going to clash wildly with anything you wear.
And you've got that shape formation where you've got the rise because of the wood being cut one way, and then you've got the flatness of the coins the
little coins the other way, and the colours just blend really naturally. So,
well, rhodonite is one of those. I think it's quite a naturally blending colour anyway from rhodonite.
Yeah, I think
it's got those blushes, it's got the salmons, and then it's got a little bit more of the mottled feel of
It's very forgiving, isn't it?
Very, yeah, very much so. It is. It's a really good word to describe. But this is one. It's kind of we discussed about these connectors, about what you would do with them, and you've gone to town.
Well, just had a play with them, really, just see what I could do with them. I did try and do a ring and then gave up because it just looked, it was rubbish. Not to put too fine a point on it, but so I thought I'd make like sort of a double length pendant, and again just wrapped a little bit of the 0.4 copper wire around it, and then made a little drop in the middle with rhodonites, and again using the rose gold jump rings as embellishments, and then made a second pendant with the other one, but turned it on its side so it was more of a diamond shape.
I just love that rose gold and the copper together.
I do. They look really good, aren't they?
Yeah, I think the copper's a little bit, you're quite
clash.
right in saying it's stronger colouring, but actually it's very much complementary because the rose gold
blends,
finishing just,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's really, I like it.
Really nice combination, isn't
Another
it?
happy accident.
I just have to say $16.95 for that is still available. That's for the whole of the in terms of the rhodonite, you get the rosewood, and you're also going to get the connectors, the 3 connectors, and you'll get the rose gold plated jump rings, all of those. Everything else was just little bits from our stash. If you want to know anything more about the wire, etc., just speak to our call centre or go on our web. We've got lots and lots to say thank you for you for today. It's been a brilliant show.
I've had great fun.
Thank you for your company. You take care of yourself. Don't forget, Late Show starts at 5 o'clock. Bye.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day from 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756 or FreeSat 807. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making!
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new jewellery maker hobby.
The early bird catches the worm. Don't miss out on your chance to grab our amazing early bird offers at 9 AM on weekday mornings. Catch them while you can. There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin,